Etuobeto bare.
Barekese.
Etuobeto barekese. San Walker. Sana Kwaneka. Ay.
Also my
O se sie hunya ma abiese ya.
Papa bra ya bra
fa krata bra. Ne krata Bible. What the Bible beto so. What the duabo beto so ne krata ye duabo. Ai se first na go yesi anaka gofo na dwane o. Ese do omu dwane. Ese duabo bia ne babia. Scooby Doo to atwi. One and two atwi. Scooby Doo. Sofu Scooby Doo. Ne to atwi. Asase de krata na eto ana onu ni bi so bani so campaign sempa o nemo Richie headquarters so for penny what the Bible ne enwura kokoji asase se wa ko sia do o se de ye ne ebre ye kai wo ka bi ma NDC
so hine Ose na nyame ne se.
Nyame obuaso ka wie no ka ye se agofo me yatme to. General.
Oh hine.
Opambo ewenu anadoso. But obey okay.
Sa.
With time no obejai. Ohunu se afi se nipa nsuro bi wo obejai. Me warrior no. Obebu manfo na kosubu omo ba enwie mfa hununu ametom so obeji wasase a ko ne ko police station fankrata ko e ko kire emegina media so na we psychological game de wa ye no so odi kan ba media no so de ye ma ni so ya bi na se president mama ati na president mama friend ni pan say jaja asase no akwaro sisi president mama what do that what's in your party asem emfa party me rem sa agware stobo enne hemfo ne wo etifa wo krata bra abe na abe party asem say the moment o de be ye party asem na esa de na ye hunwura oh difo asobo global we so pedi me so adu headquarters o me hunu video bi so pedi say I will pray against you because we call you won't beg. I'm saying adu headquarters asofo mpelifo nyina fra onfa o sakwapia stadium fra onfa afede so for say we will pray and make sure that whatever position that you have had it's another musuku all of a sudden 3 months 4 months near from a monfa politicians almost candy o Ajimandi sofo Ajimandi sofo ebendi omo asise adwuma ana edi omo na o say kiss are kisofo and you circle there TikTok le no no o ya best sense just the original chiro say ya o ye na no na ba akukura ba aku ayi eti ya chichire ne say ya chichire we no pepe o ye no wode ne safa achira na o de amana na pawu eti wo chire wade na ne say ba akọ ko achire no waje ayi sa no mo de ngofo no scam me da me go ka bio me kai me hunu kai ya brantie ye de yi obo ho brande ejuma di soft penny politicians they never learn general what party ama wamo asofo no but yes one wanga so boku de jeda boku no what party of Flagstaff also yes Dom Perignon unim Dom Perignon and Dom Perignon papa no so oba we can tobacco ye ni achuro ndia go and last week yes was out tobacco of Flagstaff house Yohani ni enum de what is your head in the end there? General, Namu Ay3ka. Namu raise me kakra. Demonstration, ya bohon de room. Set 28. Monsieur Omucho Mumuni Abechinia Pen. We will give them the biggest demonstration in Ghanaian history. Obi, Nanukre Womu Penny. 28th, you know, you best start the demonstration at 2 p.m. Then you had the solemn march when you jamboree, when you ninja, and you have Munkofa Brasman and Bra. We are in sorrow. If it's a sub, your very existence as a people is being threatened. Nemo be so me and the politics. And ya day. And I'm here and I'm so okay. I'm going to send this for any politics. Eti Yanshe say you can't throw money. I strike a zero nado. Kwache. Sanam freno. Abeku kwache. Yenti abeku kwache. Yenti.
Say that we should take politics out of this. I don't know exactly what they mean. So merely because I'm a politician, I belong to the NDC. When I see clear wrongdoing on the part of the government of the day, the government that people have voted for, entrusted with power and authority and the resources of this country, I see them fail at what I believe to be a relatively straightforward issue in dealing with illegal mining. Actually,
you accuse the NPP of making the fight difficult.
But absolutely, but is that not what has happened?
Come in and you also go on campaign. No, you make it difficult for them to fight it.
There's nothing I can see that can make this fight difficult for the president of Ghana, the government of Ghana, if he wants to deal with it. So I don't understand Dr. Ennis.
So hold on. Pause. I agree with Kwachi. 100%. There is nothing anybody can do that can make the fight against the galamsey difficult for the president. And he is right. In fact, he was right yesterday, and he is right today. So what is making John Nimama finding it so difficult? Kovi say no fight galamsey. 3 months into the administration, 3 months, and people are saying, "Oh no, buy yen and chair yen and fire here, go see here." Na ensure no buy yen chair no. And yan cobra river near 2 and you go. Na no here also here say 1 year, 28 year kubusano. Say Mr. President, catch it. Oh here how many years? Now what media so big galamsey? The unwillingness, the unpreparedness of the political class, and no the deceitful nature of the political class, and only a person on the 28th. You cannot in one breath be saying that we are fighting galamsey. Meanwhile, we buy a gold board galamsey board for year. Be sure we could to do it. So yentie fellows of Sukwach and Twasso, yentie and Twasso.
You see, when Professor Enin and my brother here, Kofi, say
them to fight it.
There's nothing I can see that can make this fight difficult for the president of Ghana, the government of Ghana, if he wants to deal with it. So I don't understand Dr. Enin's concern. You see, and that kind of commentary is what enables the impunity that we are seeing. Because the government of the day that should be called out, singled out for blame, then takes cover under collectivity. Something, those of us sitting here, in what way can we stop galamsey beyond the public commentary you are running? Who has the resources? Why? We have a 15,000 strong army, an almost 40,000 strong police service, and other quasi security agencies. You are telling me that a state like ours cannot wage a relentless battle against some miscreants destroying our environment and win it?
Wait. Danny, follow the work that we are doing and pause there. Or say a state like ours with 15,000 army, 40-something thousand police, blah blah blah. Other quasi security agencies. You can't quasi other subsidiary security agencies. Now what you know say cannot wage a war on miscreants. The English word the miscreant. So for Kwachi believe say or more say yensu through galamsey activities. They are miscreants. They are misfit for the society. They are destroyers of our society. And they now he says that the only reason they cannot fight it is because other political actors are involved, deeply involved. No, he is right. In fact, he was right yesterday, and today the state of the galamsey situation started here. The entire government mean fighting in 3 months is because the political class is deeply involved. Just as Felix Ofosukwuachi was telling us, said the political class in here deeply involved. The same way, and then this by the political class in the Muwajim. It's young Kony the NFL Ofosukwuachi can yentino.
And we can say our water bodies are restored.
First of all, I'm not sure that a timeline is necessarily the conversation we should be having. I think it should be a lifelong activity. The point is that
pause. So we don't know as presidential spokesperson. In one breath, you are telling us that Kufuor Abaino, as what me waging relentless war to clamp down galamsey, and then you say, it should be a lifelong activity, so we should not put timelines to fighting galamsey. Well, and a government spokesperson, it clearly should tell you that your mom will make if it says obey your baby dear, and could fan no crap for 1992 Kasa. So obey bua memoine no kuremua, and can you put medin anymore? A baby nipo bedino kure. Actually, a month for it will buy audio Shumudi. One was the son, or more do a memo 2013, or Ebesinano. One was the son. It is one son, Wamudia. There's a dada no year, Yanuano, and no can share. Am I a Kovi? Dada no, Dada no, or can she? And the chief of staff here the same. Chief of staff was one the bua memoning in her. One who's in the booba, queer don't coffee. Tis why I just so best, and Kebianka Manasa. Tis here. Why? After Yentia fellows of Suquati.
Stop wanting to do galamsey. Every time that somebody plans to do galamsey and actually starts doing it, it is the duty of the state to fight it. So to the extent that humans are such that they will always want to go and do something contrary to the law, we must remain eternally vigilant. What matters is that people see demonstrable commitments to fighting it. So that today, if you are engaging galamsey, or I'm engaging galamsey.
So hold on. Brofuno Kaino. People see demonstrable commitment to fighting galamsey. And no now 2 months for no catch a month for say oba LI 2462. Makwama Crofora foresting. O catch a say oba be repeal. After the also kwa amende. It's only demonstrable commitment. And no one demonstrate say you're committed towards fighting galamsey. And only wait. Enipa waba was say galamsey waba betuasie adia na ni abrepa so wo fight here se beba galamsey board se be ye ba ko tu galamsey obi me no ka say and you go board will issue statement me you be read this statement no wa hwebone a me ka kire am say sameja mfi through jomama through sameja mfi in the board e ba be die and nobody is minding me because goodwill na time ye ne be ye ho so no de enti o moye ne ntamo de ba ntamo ne say sabre manfo no da so penasem to the baby and woman to money babo so no yo mo fimfram sa good body of you asem beba won beba me ha ye beka ho asem beba won me nka bio say the Kufuor do bae o chance so appoint 100 and something ministers na me the man left right center do beba na mo se me meka bi na me se me nka bio Ay3ka ye ntivel so squache
action will be taken against. I think that is what people want, rather than limiting yourself to say, in 2 months I'll fight galamsey. I'm not sure that is there.
At which time we can say our water bodies are restored, galamsey has ended.
First of all, I'm not sure that a timeline is necessarily the conversation will be.
Gobi, fellows of Usuachi, one cannot correct. On cannot correct. I feel say what people want is not some cogent measures to crack a radinyame. Nemo mono nipa can be my jomame winnie. Bawku ne kwasi prat maza amamuno de womuntimi hunu galamsey ne so maza ene yentie de kwasi prat ka kire joma amaban yentie de kwasi prat ka kire joma amaban if the kwasi prat aban bia wontimi fight galamsey entu ase no we useless government. These are the words yentie no.
Any government which is not able to solve the problem of galamsey is a useless government. We don't need that government. Any government which is not able to solve the problem of galamsey is a useless government.
We don't need that government. Per the words of we no kasai ne baba presidential staff our presidency was say your mama ntimi fight galamsey na me woni useless government anya me na meka ana we ye nu baby a enti anko kwasi ye nu baby yi no wonu ne hu yi ye masa na enipa ba konso wonu ne ho or a middle class person. I nipa bebre no abu no. Your friend Senyo Hosi. And the Senyo Hosi so done and he said, hey John. Hey Malam Yohani. Was it when you Yentie Senyo Hosi, Yentino.
The NDC when they were in opposition, I was part of those leading the charge on the galamsey fight. we called out the president, and for which reason I said the president is practically the former president, probably the worst president we've ever had because of galamsey. They joined us. They talked about repealing the LI. They talked about the state of emergency. They've been in office, and I'm just waiting for that 120 days to come to an end. Mr. President, you must live by your word. You cannot speak poetry, opposition, and come and act prose when you are president. We expect a lot more from you in this fight. It's not about you, it's not about your tenure, it's about the future of our children, our children's children. And we expect you to hold the bull by the horn and act and deal with this matter decisively. We can't continue this way.
General, where are Senor Hosi? Hey, Nadam for Nakra now. Waboa mo also no aka se do kwa ye dia no tumbi aka seti akufado abai enso ne wo bayi ye rajo mama ne ne ye bia nche so be fight galamsey ye wo twatro be hu ina mkaye galamsey no 28th ye nyina dia ni kire ye be hia wo Obrasport na ya nantia for police headquarters ye be gina kakra is a police headquarters won ye se bo mo se nwura bia ni mo ye wi ani afro soro ho ye dia wom ye ne flax about so ye da hot 3 days madaroma hwinsi ye hwanso na be ye na ye yi a ye beto aso e be say yellow demonstration ye beto aso 1 month kwa ni atim NSAS demonstration 1 month kwa ni atim depending on said on be comport mo ho ene de on be ka kire enwura ba mu dia yantwe o intimidation dia yantwe enwura bia nim ba ma bia ni ho I'm telling you kwame nkroma mu yebi jebi dan kwa mu yebi ya bedru ye yeso yeso ye be mensa saba mu Aborigines Right Protection Society na kwasi buroni akopa ase mraba sa Crowns Act bill what the baba je eye yensa ase it central region then times kepus woju omo sa ase nyina mensa saba sore an wote Aborigines Right Protection Society no se yemfa sa ase ni mamu ne emfa mamu china ene colonial masters ni ho nanso yanka se ye ho political class kovi and ye ni paboni funti and sase ye demand the next generation no almost benefit almost there be a best no ye greed inti ye selfishness almost best no it in the generational right protection society taking inspiration from Mensa Saba taking inspiration from Aborigines Right Protection Society yes we are say we cannot sit down stay aloof we cannot sit down unconcerned said the be yankrofo ye mu ye greedy ever say the next generation they belong to them. So Generational Right Protection Society, when we are dying, we will go on demonstration. We are protecting the rights of the next generation. We cannot be greedy. We cannot be selfish. We cannot continue to commit crime against the next generation. This is economic crime. Whatever we are doing is economic crime against the next generation.
Fire.
And some of us we won't keep quiet. And no Ajazira for free. They are ready to support. Foreign media be free. They are ready to support. It's a way a crime against humanity. Yes, sorry, and you cock up one way. Kobi, Mrs. Akop one ye jako. Cobsex and Obian Kobi. Obian Ajuso Kobia. Mebu a year, can say, and Cobran show, Tanon show, Mebu Galomu, Medbeshom Cobsex and Reho, the Bachelor Man for us, me and Pabonifo, Omaki Cambrofo, and you see a sika, and so Buffy, Naso Munsha Yenshu no more home by they are unwilling and unprepared to do that. We cannot continue like that. As a people, never. And this is a space and young people in this system. Man demonstrate your cheremo. A bakalam say young people in this system. You guys should know. Some buy men in the coin. I buy women in the coin. So one fight galam say ya.
Precisely so.
You know, Sanya Bayano, 28th. Mopa Mobia Ma Menkwa. Hey, Media, Lone Ranger, what I believe in. Call left and I'm call right. When I believe in something, I don't care about numbers. And yet, you'll be shocked. Nanano mube nyanen krofo fra samado. Amama bada demonstration. Nanano mo believe it yeah. They will wake people up from a samado. Wombe nyanen pata every pum. Amama bada demonstration. More fire. We will protect the next generation. Fire burn them. We don't care who. Bet me say you dear say mo bet me a true story be ampe. What we believe in, we shall continue to believe in, and the only thing that can imprison us is your conscience. Nothing more, nothing less. And our conscience is free. You know, more cutting razor. Moon raising in 10 name for your man, and a Bawku for an canocre. I can't say. I am sorry, Bawku as Meka, the authorities, police administration. Woman canocre. The Akos Bawku, no one can was.
General Rezian.
Oh, he raise you. Attorney General.
Or Sunday.
Dominant for the cancer.
Attorney General. Almost why a day. You're right, Yini. Dr. Yini. Almost why a day. One day born in film. Kwame Plus. Or bought Attorney General film.
The court and associate to them. The keys ni kwe.
Oma to court to them. Are they?
Because Attorney General pan ya born in film and case of court.
Attorney General, what more born in film say?
Say, oh, I said, Danny Fatos.
One more way, no.
In November 2024, and listen to this carefully, the CEO of the National Service Scheme and others paid a Ghanaian MP to kill the story in the media and to defend them. Now this is a developing story, and more will come out very soon. We also have evidence that in November 2024, and listen to this carefully.
Attorney General, and was in November 2024, a Ghanaian MP, a sitting MP, a then a NSS, Ay3ka, A3ka Ghanaian MP nika. So on kill story. And I don't phone today.
Nah, the baby has a me fade.
Where are Attorney General the Bay press conference or can we? We in a year day.
So it almost say, as some more the MP no dear.
Yes, MP no. MP Baya.
MP Nature or kill a story.
Or kill a story. You try to canon. One more thing. And it will be so say a whole Attorney General can make such a vague allegation and make Okasa MPC a corrupter. Ombaka Cherem a member of privileges committee. Meanwhile, Attorney General no so your MP. What you mean allege say you try MP so one kill a story. San walk and yes, and I have a million of pedium. Now, who bought me a plastic? What's the market for today?
John, Facebook.
A plus throwaway to Attorney General say you are corrupt and a thief. If you joke with me, I will expose you. The A plus the throwaway against Attorney General. Hey, Ay3ka say. Na Attorney General ayedi. Ontimi kan wase. Won ko court. Attorney General ko je dem dia. Domi phone dey busa. Enti dey plus churo yi ni. O churo for Attorney General. And Attorney General ontimi kan o we. But Attorney General is fighting corruption. And if somebody alleges, and this is not any somebody keke, honorable member of Parliament, alleging that you, the Attorney General, you are not only corrupt, but you are a thief. Wow.
Strong way.
And the Attorney General is quiet. And this say, what should I say? About 1 week.
10th May.
10th May. And what should I? And I wear a new Attorney General a correlation biana. Domi phone de busa. Sa de plus in no boy. Oh, David, you're correct. So okay, so it becomes a turf war. So omo put it 1-to-1. At the boom say Attorney General Assembly no kind na A plus and A plus and so one will say Attorney General be can say mu say dia what their bono so you corrupt or you thief and Attorney General is not able to do anything. Wow. Attorney General member of Parliament accusing Attorney General the one supposed to fight corruption. So or you corrupt or you thief. Wow. Wow. No, but it's not a joke. In the history of this republic, even you can say Bawku but for Attorney General, Minister of Justice to be called a thief and a corrupt person, the person is supposed to fight corruption.
If you joke with me,
he said, if you joke with me, I will expose you. Kwame Plus. And me knowing the brother I know, Kwame won't put these things out when we need maybe Jinaswa. Akutia ni minura. Papa ni bo onu akutia. Eno na woka. Onye na woka. Papa ni mo obi akutia. Do me market for na kan. Say wo bo na akutia. Nya no kore. Me defend me nua no nya no kore. Sa. Obi ade o mo. Hey, Attorney General. Oh wow. Ya bon kwadu. Dr. Yeni. Dog is quiet. Why is he quiet? Now, why are you running? Hey, General. Tony General, now you deal. Also for Brobe, Tony General, very decent looking man. Na the deputy ni meme the brof no da so na the deputy no me yonko no say ono kura so me friend na yeah rade they say why you busy yeah rade me ana me dia o nyahwe my deputy attorney general justice remsai justice bechiao na we there it's not good for attorney general to be tagged the way he's been tagged and for him to be silent on it it's not a good one. No, it's not. No. In all fairness, I don't care whether my brother is right or wrong. But if the Attorney General does not take steps, so they make clear here. This tag is not a good one. No. The image you want them. And I come and see the one kasaba. One no, Lio. Kwameko. Eti dia no nimu, dia no ni Kwame wo ni bibia bro. Fabra me ka bi. Kwame, woni bibia. Fabra. Na me so me ka bi na person maka hene me bibia ka. Anya sa. Okay, the Attorney General over to you. Jolati. Over to you.
No, hene.
Adena si.
Yeah, papa what in nkan.
Wanya papa.
Yeah, funka baby.
Okay, I'm sure we can sign a video me na come round. Okay, good. Let me say this. I don't like that guy. Not because Wakojime Gerbia. I believe MPP must be serious.
Precisely.
Almost politics is a game of numbers.
Exactly.
So be here nipa. But any nipa bi na eje omo ka political party ho. Me hunu akwa yina ni friso na ni mfia so fia mo. Yina ni friso na ni mo anya akono. Kan yina mfim so. You know Dani yini free so so amane that's one yini free so now Dani you know Dani I ran space aso bon se kan so dey odon ko aba so be free si ada fonka ontimi nyina na Dani you know yini free Dani I'm not interested. Good, thank you. I'm making myself and him fian so fia mo we obi abrantie we I don't know what is wrong with him. Your co-elections are real. You lose such a huge loss. Precisely. And MPP is trying to say obe governance, obe mobilizing, obe rejuvenating, obe re-energizing the base.
Exactly.
Is this the time for this nonsense conversation? Is this the time for blame game? And go for Subaka Sanya, a Basuma senior to two Jaguma, Yelusui, Webaka Soania, Lanchamatine. But is this the time for blame game? Hey, Deck, time when you can say Munia Branche Hokai. Why the Nymphian Sophia, MPP no Bermuda? Fire. Also, when Panoso by MPP, the Ben, no one never today said the NC reorganize a party. Pound for pound. I had near Bray reorganize a party, and I'm missing an infriso. You know, the man's a boy. You're free, Danny. I'm serious. Take him out. Take him out. Asabre yenia bre. se party ne besimi aka bom and now Dr. Mama de Baumia and the Canada Japan and you can say a bread champion a Kufa one share or bread champion trying to find a better way of even some the next campaign communication must be key. How do we make sure some campaign na end disintegrity yenyan kwhwe makoko committee no kura no report mine yemfa reforms mine na we ye nanim fia so fiamoa political opportunist Oba yo free London buy NDC ni mapa chocho mucho W0rsen supporter NDC ni mapa fire ene na mu anu ose ene na kona do tene ho dia na oje se na kona de betumi abo ayi President Mills ene wona na kona do ko form fonka sa ta mo ne ayi sangrofo ai woni mu fianse ayi wo ba MPP ni mu da ban ya nti wo me ya so kwa de dia ene ba bia ya duru ya we are supposed to work unite the party. The party base, whilst we are trying to rejuvenate them, you are there disintegrating them for your own interest. Are you mad? Osman Poya Noma. Abrantu Noma. O free fonka. I don't know na do kwati NDP. And you two are very here. Or grantee interview a fear book of so. I catch the fear book say or no our year a whole political strategist. One of the youngest political strategists. Now the country. Now the youngest political strategies here and one fan and do Admiral as a president and you're not nachi and you're not man here it wouldn't political strategy here and Kadin and I do a Chinese academy president oh yeah no say and I may and we want dumb Ashanti region I have over 2 million followers so some baby and a man is following meanwhile Ashanti so stand MP 2000 krawenya it was our base in Ashanti region and then I go MP when you move here we was a national organ so one for someone so I'm a party na chira be nwate edebe no party akọ election area amanfo no kuma ya ya try see betimi rejuvenate party no ane ade why when you feel we interesting this say wakodu Kenya Japan what say Dr. Muhammadu Bawumianya anya ona na ne gina platform so sisi fia ni bi dole na nesa sache mo hu senye one for someone so wa be nwate edebe no say one was a Canada Japan it all of a sudden we hear ko gina ho gabi o chire da ko na ma opportunity e ma ko ye Ghana gas ESPR na ka one people ka ba mu da be ankrofo na abre one people nim ya mo position ye ma wo ya sa wie ne kwata mo se deputy communications officer of the party wo ba people nim da be onya sa position gabi ya wono so busuefo e be bo ntiri so wono ana ye e ma sa branchi are you normal what is that e dey no baby I do sankomo eni here kovi sankomo eni here one ye ne ko ya wonya papa ne do papa ne here e dey be no Kennedy Japan kura ba be pacho say said we sika say ni bia nkoyi Dr. Mama Bawumiani posture is different branch champion ba oni posture that is the kind of posture we want now when you say you pay say and now no Kenya Japan ko a PZ Dumsor we did a chi ani ade said what dey na kona du no a ni suma ya no yedu we hwe Kenya Japan gu sesi obasa da nani say Kenya Japan ne de ben anya woni ntumi na edidi Bawumiachi wani mu fia wan sori wa mi anchichire party bi wa be hu ate ye ni bra bere no ho wo ba party nda bai party no gina bankuma na ogina nifa okonya Ghana gas ana wotiti skama party na sefo kakra bi ana ya me support wo na se mfuna wudi wo ba MPP wo ya MPP na bai ana me e bu osu bempa of MPP o ye osu bempa of MPP na bai wo ba MPP na bai osu bempa so ba na bai wo ba MPP ni mu da bai abrante and I know beto me yase ayi achempemi ne wo bo achempemi yase e wa Ashanti achimunji na by force so chia me na titire ni mponchi ame na wo anchemi ntide bai anim kusu ba de ne sashe me sa na me we by force memfrel ni papa bi kura chia me na wo awanchi ame na yede na wo mu na ne na ni mu frel ka frel ko ni achichire party asa no manu wo pekene Japan anim favor Canada so it's yes or to boy Bawumia meanwhile Canada Japan cry is trying to be measured in the way he communicates I'm force man so I've been watching I never know papa pasoi ya ni abro papa no ya ni abro e ya ne o manfo ni mu nko na se we oba no ya ta Canada
say ne wo ni pia and Mango
Junior Kennedy.
Munyi free party mu na yanchechire party. What be dibia kufie kwada. Anya hwe wo ba ye kasa kase wanya biato. Efia kase wasi binkra. Eno ano no. So free party mu anya ade.
Or the anoye and so ne ba.
No why no treat media for ne kakra na media for ne yayi. Man sorry free party ma me yanchechire party do. Enkanta free. Munyi ne tonjure ne yanka party ne mu. But Omiano by you know, combat year campaign, they'll be very measured. Eh? You know, yeah, dear, free network, yeah, Shassi, the BC, I can't say. You know, I'm so mammy Cobo Quassams. Young Cobo Quassam. You know,
oh, Henny,
Bawku, and then I see you. Yeah, maybe it's not, and maybe a prophet too. Just a moment.
Sapper Pepe.
Me ba me ka kire mo say IGP and the nimbusa ko gina ho e ko power match. Under no circumstance should an IGP, the number one law enforcement agent of the Republic, must post in a war zone and think that the people that believe in a certain cause and ideology will say so IGP that was a show of weakness. Sa conversation, you know. So no have been poor. One have this conversation, in private, not in the full glare of the media. And the whole IGP is seen begging people, lay down your arms. Sa conversation, a behind the scene conversation that tell your people to lay down their arms. And we have ABC and them for them. You negotiate with people that have raised arms in public. IGP. When was what by IGP? Don't even to more fire. Very uninspiring. More fire. Then when I'm yanti, say a ye mranche na mabawo mu ye police. And dek, ye shooty anopay. Ye sorry ye kumuni pa mienu. Mranche mienu. Police for. Ana me catch them. Say bedru ho. After the asylum, say police in a issue a letter. You read the police. In fact, for Mrantiana Yakumono, for more picture, because IGP posture has embodied Minianon Bokofo. It has embodied them. IGP when you stand at a place now, there must be some authority. The very moment Omunya Kukudu, a shooty IGP in a car, it embodied them. And I'm not say, Menoka say, and you may Segna co, say police if one year for a war, a yabo compotemono, Obia mo BMP. I'm telling you. And Yaku be Bemadaho, or be Bemadaho. Yakun crofo, police for Yakumo, you shoot you at close range, and not shy you don't to form your body true at close range. Egobi, after police in a say. The entia a Yakum say, I'm robbers in the kum. Hey, for police letter. I said the Ghana Police Services on a manhunt, enlarging on near radio, enlarging to identify and arrest robbers who shot 2 policemen today, 13th April 2025, at the reading. But wouldn't perfect. Also, Poyamiria, Emiria, Mofanchamismania Dinia, at the outskirts of Binduri in the Upper East region. Preliminary investigations has established that the deceased officers were in mufti, plain clothes, and on their private motorbike traveling from Bongo to Binduri when they were attacked and their motorbike taken away from them. The name of the officers have been withheld as efforts as are underway. We police for but surprisingly, in the turn of events, Kovi, a year Atubiga, a Binduri, a Krache, what should be on Facebook? The work can you as a police for the boy. Nemo Muncrophobic free a year, or no sooner account in itself, or some Crophobic free. The Mamprusi side and the Baba attacking Crofo or more no ni fear ne nana said dear Bakura. The account of the police and that of Ay3ka, who hails from that police, are 2 different accounts. And yet, police in him fray. Kovi, na me ye niyama mesigna ye reporter oho. I said, and you may cost one. They are not even reporting it as it's supposed to be. the police service, the government, Jomama government, they are not willing to solve the Bawku problem. And we will show you why. Kovi, IGP here said what the signal call. Said a whole Inspector General of Police. Obeba bedru a Bawku. Saturday a Thursday, 10 a.m. Kovi, when him say Oko drew a year a boga. IGP da boga. When me and Bawku, when you course hey memra there be memra there be member why you yebeku why you IGP the whole IGP the whole police IGP Inspector General Okojina boga say ye ne enu ontimi nko boko obi memra IGP member yebeku ya drum pempen so a whole Inspector General of Police cannot go to Bawku and almost say any war. How is it no war? This has moved away from a intertribal conflict to a full-blown war zone.
Precisely.
After IGP on the Thursday, no, what now? Bob Bear Time. When to be on Thursday, Friday no pa, and we'll call ye or move it to a Bawku. After what could do one. Yansha video a whole IGP or share helmet protective gear na the whole popo yansha video yansha na whole IGP in the whole popo was throw IGP Yajina Kwamu na poli and tomorrow soldier for no honor or mona escort IGP a whole Inspector General of Police the police phone to me and for them soldier for the IGP and yes you police where police a channel kwa IGP IGP a whole Inspector General of Police na okodru Friday and okoko power macho and it emboldened them okoye shootu on a car etunim ade che yes Saturday IGP was supposed to go to Pusiga when him so went me and fan car anko one driver the car IGP suronti otena police ayi omomo wakino and ye ne koyi and ne ba ye sneaky a whole IGP in. Just look at that. The whole IGP, you're sneaking in. And they say it's not a full-blown war. But if it's not a full-blown war, Kovi, IGP said they know what he addressing. One of me anka saminia, you can say, Tiohlomenu, SWAT, former SWAT commander. One Nekoi said they know one SWAT commander, Tiohlomenu addressing. It is only in war zones that you will find a whole IGP dressed the way he was dressed.
So,
Edek, Senya war zone there, and your IGP dressing and one dressing. It doesn't make sense. It is a war zone there. A year then I don't call alcohol. Now IGP walk on the usuru. It was a helmet. Walk usuru to wash a body armor. But the uncle share a colleya or mubo the tuneya. Ojina checkpoint. There is a picture of Ojina checkpoint. Even a body armor conshebi, let alone a helmet. Emranchene Mabawa Elsum Ghana police was our area. When him says a better punishment, says he had overcaught a yabokwa. That is IGP in Powasem. It was 2 at 1 work within Simuno. So uninspiring. Again, let's look at the choir first so far a police. Political party for me a choir near from Ranchen Maba when your mind is so much police. So there is no vim in the police system today. Kovi, what am I saying? Police for Okuratio, AK-47. Nasa, Minianum Bokufo, Ebekun Kuranwa. You cannot say faint, just on Janawaman. So your police in now tutu about any Bokunia, they will interdict you today. Today.
More fire.
The police for the Huna Mumu.
More fire.
IGP, or fight today. Only we are fighting. Woman, your margin. Your mama and Yana just fight to Bawku. A lip service. A lip service. Your mama is not ready to fight the Bawku. I'm telling you honestly.
More fire.
Because police for a bohobay. Woman the protective helmet. Meanwhile, who IGP Woko? I'm not telling you. It is a police in your Jina way. You couldn't do a police at Ariano. Or Jina checkpoint. The helmet way. The body armor way. It will better fight to war zone. Meanwhile, this is a war zone. And who ya? So journalists for Mako war zone in advanced countries. She don't want picture said on dressing. Near Shadia. Maybe IGP goes through. Maybe IGP goes through. And yet, we say it's not a full-blown war.
More fire.
Journalists for Kwano helmet say. war zones. The same way na IGP addressing. The same way na Tiolomenu addressing. It is a new war zone there. And you don't walk on fire. And no free Bawku, Ekobo Katanga. You need a military escort. Military escort want to mean Nani miyesa ngwa media no yasa bo ma no se Bawku media wa wunnim na be report asem say the city and your Ashanti media nda. That is what they are doing. The state is doing.
More fire.
Women it wama ba mo si plain clothes and armed robbers anya no kure say you no kure anya no kure armed robbers anya hwe
Precisely.
Kofi and then me da sorry here na uhwe how guns are blazing in Bawku. Yes smart to be and if you show audio so be no montibia you show how guns are blazing in Bawku. Kofi guns are blazing na IGP to war was senior war soon echo pacho koku abeg a whole IGP koku abeg such an inspiring leadership
So fire.
umranche no so wa form no mimie you know but sound ni bi ni ehwe tuo na awre wo say oba bi and voice wo mo o si Awurade on be adia be no and the hypocrisy of the political class. Nene ya me dese me nuanom Bawkufo. Both ayi mampurisi ni kusasi fo no. Eya me dese wo mo anka say waking up to the relic.
More fire.
Dani bo no mtiebi. Dani bo sound no mtiebi. Said
You are not safe. You are not safe. You made them light. I do boy. You are 2 minutes to hour.
Jana bo obane de no obane de nche say awre hokura ene me no kase gobi police fort me drew na Bawkufo stop police for mo share uniform no mo bo mo search instead of it being the other way around the police you know because political class na mo warning says wo munim na omuku omunua Bawku bia they will interdict them so police ni say bo mo ho omu be kunkura na wontimi ntutu and your mama says what? Your mama said, "Obeso fight Bawku or solve the Bawku problem." And you're not correct. Your mama, you're not correct. He says one thing and does another. Your mama, me say what do you need dear, Yohani, Malam Yohani? What do you need dear at your own peril? The name no say oye Bawku to odu boni hu. Sakufa de name nyefe. E to odu boni na dia hye no. John Asre no is no odu boni no brow John Mahama o se nesante yin nkonko ye dan ya ba ho na ya me dese anuanom Bawkufo they are waking up to smell the coffee etina pus ayi kusasifo omuso mo hia political class and then it was a video no boni omuso
Mr. President when we heard your promise to bring a lasting solution to the Bawku conflict we were overwhelmed by it and thought the NDC was our savior, and that was why Kusa gave the MPP zeros and voted massively for the NDC. Mr. President, you indeed mentioned the truth that the overlord Naba Aburago Asigre Ay3ka II is the legitimate chief of Kusa, and everyone knows that. Now what has changed, Mr. President?
Okay, Jinawa Gobi. I am the so mubusa President Mama. President Mama enkano kurenti. Ope vote. Mobekaya. Mebe catchram so o you so whistle a dog whistle commentary be. Edi winning election. Say me ba me create a kusaw a region amamo. That means kusasi for monto abama me. Na me ba me yesi amamo. John Mahama recklessly, Mr. President, that was a very reckless statement on your part. When you said that, again, John Mahama say, and as Santehine no mediate between Mampusi and the Kusasi, and you was a Santehine on Kandei. Yera Wadaroma. Yedi not because we don't want our brothers to stop the fight, but yet John Mahama we are. Yebunus was settled up. More fire. John Mahama when you papa. Yanko John Mahama, President of the Republic. I wouldn't say we are statesman. We are leader of a party. You are a potential president of the Republic. Now a phenome no nyantokwa. Mampusi for and the Ay3ka for. Na wachina ukujina ho. Yentie statement John Mahama make yentino.
Conflict in Bawku. There cannot be two kings in one kingdom. Every government recognizes that the overlord of Bawku is Naba Abugako Asigri II.
So you President Mahama, you've gone to declare said the overlord of Bawku Abugri Naba what you should take sides. This is a fight between Mampusi for and Kusasi for. Who owns the land? Who is the overlord? Who is this? History we will look at it. All of a sudden, you being a statesman, you've chosen sides. I feel also Santehine and comediate on DA. Because ne Santehine ko no kwatena se no hwe nioma ni nyina no babak no bekase the president mama kan nya no dem mom wei na ye wo hina obi was setting it up. The moment Asantehine nso beko no akọ confirm say the John Mahama ka so ye hine no won na hine no and ye nua no Mampusi for no mega say president mama asoma ne say wo mra na Asantehine wada ma o nyamkase hey you do atem ye hey yes sira oju ahome why na jakpa woni na mkrofo fie wo ha a wo wrewra nkrofo dem wo firi ho na anwanwasam ni segovi ayi domahene won kwa do oben ho etina domahene etika woni jakpa na kama madikan why I'm for Cassia Okruma. Ofa here. And Chemway. But Bawku, woman, you bet me a sobe. It will only kind. Not something in a letter. I do. Nana Nana flowers. Also bet me a lead. Son a banner, a NDC. Bet come who ye. No more question Nana flowers. A honor son. Abra Sebu Kwamankas Yakunya. Nanko, no, say. What you call Princess and him? Nanka Wababe Buano. I do Princess. Nanko no Swabeka. It's Japa. It's Soja Boga. Nanko Beka home. Nanko Munina Koboko. It's Japani. I do Princess in here. And they will never papa. Nana flowers. Na a domahine. Nadomahine. Nanko Munina ko. Santa Hinia, you'll be a year. Wadaroma. Why? Mira. Ye Tinase. Why? Nakofi, Osha history, Britain for Womo buy an assassin in your Mudia, Womo German for Chenio, Menkasa, Mampusi and Kusasi for the but history beyond the actually, and they were more mudi the House of Windsor, Britain, Omo Germans, Edu Baby Kurano, about in India, the one free Russia, and Obabe Wo in the House of Windsor, Oshamu technically, Omo British for, and Santa Hino Quatinasi, no share all the tenets of a year tradition. Now I'm making the conclusion say e wo mu say e bia na yenuano mo if Asante akonya kura no kofi okomu pa no a before say yokufo be ba be fa ne ade no na aduana fo ho we mu ho ye kamba mu no and it is Sante hine betimi make pronouncement bia e betimi akokusasi e betimi akomamprosi na John Mahama ko gina wo say ye kusasi fo na ye hine dia ene wokọ na Sante hine ko kasa ampa de Mahama kan ne no kura omega say wo suma Sante hine so be legitimize no so wo konsoro ka se de jomama kan nya no kura kusasifo no befu yero asante no wada o matena ba begre ho why na jomama no a offer state security nko if they are willing to solve it yet komu a listo one na poku a wo ye NDC ni mapa bia na menua listo one na poku ka asembi say enipa jomama appointing ne say a small arms commission gobi ti how dangerous jomama can be precisely listo one na poku aka say Adams Bona yes we security expert or a small arms commission penny a jomama appointing no Adams Bona enua ene aya ejapa this one na pokua allege say Adams Bona na supply arms ammunitions to Bawku fire eti do time won yanhwe arms and ammunitions ko ano na wo supplier and na ya wo betena animu a wo hwe small arms commission so and wo be dey e be sine mom ye mo list one na poku voice ni hwe e be sine security agencies ni nya interested so mo be free list wo se bra na be legitimate the okay no be chirem say no kura and now so mo be free small arms and commission ho awan no Adams Bona say am pass out supply national security nya interested and also jomama person solve problem onya na dwene na ye me de se menua no mamprisifo omo calling on santene so omra omo nye political class ni ni ye me de se kusasifo omo se eye santene mra na omo nye eye jomama ni ene political class etu ya kwa ne busa se Mr President, what has changed Dek if se jomama nka no kore malam yani won ka no kore MC sumu obed na nya sadia enipa ya ka kire yentie list one na po yentie no
appointment na jomama aye no opeso obo man no Adam Bona na onenam na oso ya doctor no school no ko no hen PhD no nya no hen. This is a man they born free UK for criminality. I will delve into it. Me say me time ni so. You must question say a day no ko ye wa secondary school she's from Abreso in the 80s. Then no ko ye me papa na ye posini by a security expert. Oko security school or here. Yeah, what security expert title. Yeah, media forces so much po. Na matimi afra dan bona betre radio so TV so. Me list to proper say be krampo. Me who so da kakra. Me yam from security expert. Obi a onu kura uri tuo to wo kura won timi nkyere tuo ne bare na won timi nkyere tuo se ne etutu tuo ne asese tuo oni ye. Yes, what a security aspect. What be or no, what can one supply to your crop? What is that small arms and way, Amano? He said you have legitimate.
Such a dangerous statement made by Listo One and Apoku. Sir Adams Bona, Eka one your supply it you, Eko Bawku. The idea arms, small arms commission, Amano. Adams Bona. Listo was say
I was saying her presidency.
I said her presidency. Say nipa me de arms and ammunition. Na onima ankodi amano. Onimu ankodi amano.
Malam nimpa. Malam.
Uvi? A very dangerous situation. It may catch him say President Mama or come one thing and he believes in another. Uvi? Jamaica nuti. Afi yento aso. It is W0rsen in wadaroma. Yenu ano mone de yesre ento kwa nke nya ko munyai. Then so was settle up. W0rsen mama settle up. Na nyam kase o ko make pronouncement bia de asembeba. Yes, small arms ammunition do the man no. One no na ye one no supply truko. One na di truko chief supplier. Ni nua ne japa. Ndewura japa. Aye share history book no. Ne nana ne omo. Ne nana ne Adams Bona ne japa. Tine trouble na trans why is a gringo. Why a gringo ne nam ha wa bra ye hwehwe obi amana koboko akosolve problem ba bi ofri. Ba bi ofri. Wonko. Your mama is empowering them. On chichi containers. gringo container.
Chuck Norris.
Baby? Eti. Chuck Norris. It's what said Chuck Norris. Baby, you have to na yankoshe jandam bi ankrofo ne bo. Baby, this is one ayi do pressure. Wo shi jandam na meka so jandam yompe. They say, well, she jandam papa. Now, omo use infographics. Over the world has moved forward. Now, nyoma influencing crofwagene. Eye diomu hunu. Ene diomu trick. That is why there is something called color psychology. There is something called sound psychology. Even if a wood hear a certain video bia, you share that the sound bit here because that sound operates on your mind differently. It ye be ma funeral announcement near the tenteben atwas here. Aden near the tenteben atwas here because your pesa sound ni ye wide green ho adwuma in a certain way. So it's color psychology, sound psychology, and infographics. And a nay or modi propaganda, which is jandam. Govi, the yebesha ni ashe. The NDC for the infographics be here. Na MPP. Instance ye be me near ko ho. Near ye near me here no. Ya near me here. Na ko ye na nim fia so fia mo. O me yem fuko so. Now yes, idea NDC for you. So I saw a picture na omodia to ho. Na picture near Ghana map. Ana omo Ghana map no ma penti almost the whole place green, leaving Ashanti and Eastern blue.
More fire.
And the Abusa said, do you know what they are doing? Now they are trying to use okay, so no, then it is not anyway. Use the first one, baby Ashanti and Eastern Kwano. They are using infographics and color psychology to incite other tribes against Ashantis and Eastern, and then people cannot even see through it.
More fire.
Now, almost say a Ghana electoral vote. It is a way of using a psychology to incite the other tribes to gang up against Ashantis and Eastern people.
More fire. More fire.
The whole place is green except Ashanti and Eastern. So what it means is that all the other tribes are NDC. MPP. They are using psychology. It incites the other tribes against Ashanti and Eastern. And the episode said, America for a map be so Danny. Bring that map and let us look at it. So what? It's if America for map. So when you go to America, they have what they call the red state and the blue state. And yet no more red state and blue state because American Electoral College. Okay, so this is America. The blue state, the red state, election, all Minnesota, New York, Washington, blah blah, blue state. You know why? Because American Electoral College system is based on Electoral College. What it means is that you're too all popular vote, you find your way. In 2016, Hillary Clinton winning popular vote, but he never became the president because Electoral College in say Washington such a New Jersey, New Jersey, New York such a Kansas, Kansas. So we cannot give all of them the same point. So whoever wins Washington, your point I Washington, no one carry point in whoever wins New York, your point I New York. So when America was being formed, America you form it boom. Say New York, you can say Kansas, Alaska quite an annual to free Russia. It's joining it became a federal state. Ghana is not a federal state. You win elections based on a regional balance. You win elections based on points on regions. We don't win that. Now much should that paint all the other regions green. No much Eastern and West Ashanti. No much blue. So the whole country is green. A green hunu, green to
more fire. More fire.
Kofi him, and I'll prove to you why him. If so far even Ashanti and Eastern or Mokana, the votes that just this ended the election year 2024, MPP vote were Nyano, Ashanti and Eastern. It was about 1.824 million people. 2 regions. Meanwhile, South Pacific Council said 2 regions you vote more by NDC. You need about 6 regions of the NDC to cancel it.
More fire.
So I'm use so much to play on your mind. Now MPP were 88 a year parliamentarians, but you were obi of free pusiga. No a member of parliament you pusiga. Okosha ni vote or be a member of parliament. It's about 10,000. Obi so abantama or a member of parliament. And when you put more than 80,000 to abamano. So almost all your MPs there. When you paint pusiga and then a suho green, we hear pusiga be 8 and send a trouble antime. If say freedom of movement. And they will be able to move baby. That is how come even in Greater Accra, the land of the Gandangwis, and they may say, MP Sawaha, Monchi Mondo do a Moya Gandangwis.
More fire.
Your Frobi Yusuf Jaja, or your Gonja, or your MP one kind. Your Frobi Elikulem, a Kulugu, or your Votarian, or your MP one kind. Because of freedom of movement. Now, much there penti. So, this is what will happen. MPP Tibon Kosovo, or more working on the minds of the people to paint the image that, oh, we need a year, two regions, and not 3 or 4. Won't me find we need the whole Ghana. And over here 2020, or more the same thing. So, this is the image that they are spreading. So they say MPP God Ashanti, God Eastern, and God Northeast. It's not true. We don't win elections on regional base. Yenya federal state. No, like I say, who we need Ashanti regional. All the Ashanti regional points belongs to you. And you're not correct. They are only using this to work on the mind of the people. And then maybe baba. So we need 2 regions. Meanwhile, so betimia Yusu Ashanti region, Eastern region, win Greater Accra and Bono, and you win the presidency. And you back away from 2000. Obibetimia we need Ashanti region. Hold on, I'll come to it. Move away from this and bring the way further back. Wait to so. Obibetimia we need Ashanti region, Eastern region, and win Greater Accra and maybe Bono 4 regions out of the 16 and become president. No matter there, you green. The whole Ghana is green. A green hunu, green toe. Any pair of upper east, upper west, northeast, savannah, and the north. Though a 5 regions put together. But over nipe one population census, 5 regions. No, o kamo boy because Ashanti region do so che wo munyina.
More fire.
Eti oko penti yo nyina green. Na dia be kire say the whole Ghana is green. Yes, it's green forest. But nipe wo mu nye green. If the Votarians bebre move about Greater Accra. Sanso na Northness bebre move about Ashanti region. Omo to about Ashanti region. So this map no. Yanko 2000. Ni famara na share the map no in 2008 Akufo-Addo nya Ashanti region and Eastern region pen and so Professor Mills said the 25,000 vote to pay the BT no 2 regions
more fire expose them
so they are playing on our minds fameko 2000 yamra ni share say green ni blue ni hwan no e ka bibia e ka hwe. In 2000, President Kufuor we need Ashanti, we need Bono, then times Bro Hafo, and we need Eastern, we need Greater Accra and Central. 5 regions out of 5, or we need elections. Meanwhile, I'll share the map on no so this is 2000, 2000 a year election. Now, young map on associated with the year 2000 election. So first round map ni, second round map ni. COVID. Now still like green was dominating, but President Kufuor yanko back. O share the map no. Obo say green was dominating, and so President Kufuor nya 56%, Professor Mills nya 43%. It's yanka should be say, and yet the first time will be nya 40-something%. Our election year, Professor Mills onya 43%. And another propaganda. Almost Bawumia 38 is not true. EC gazetted resource. Bawumia 41.7. So that is EC gazetted resource. Is it the first time somebody has had a lower 40%? Professor Mills in your lower 40. The difference between Professor Mills and Bawumia vote at the time of the first round, 2%. Professor Mills in your 43, Bawumia 41. 2% difference. And your news. Now yanko 2004. Nyanko hwade. Kofi in 2004, President Kufuor 52.4. Although the vote to say, but I share a green blue drona and cashe. Still I will maintain the same dominance of the blue and the green. It doesn't mean anything. President Mills, Yanko had the other figure. 2004. President Mills in 44.64. The other kind of vote and not even 3%. Meanwhile, the same green and blue, it was static. After Yamran 2008. 2008 election. MPP is serious. MPP is serious. This is a color psychology. This is psychology. You must begin to change the narrative. Now in 2000, the first round, Professor Mills, that is 50.23. Surprisingly, 2000 election. Ebia Professor Mills enya green in for mama ponibra ne nchira ye hwade. For mama ponokro fabra. For 2000 way 2000. Yes. So 2000 the second round shema pono mo draw ye no. Almost that draw the bia ye agree. As if the whole Ghana is NDC. Enya no kore. Meanwhile Professor Mills you win. Bra back to the image na de buy no. Bra back to the image. Bra back to the image. Professor Mills you win. Or the 50.23. Ebia wanya the whole Ghana green. And so still I want me cross 51%. So some upon a psychology, it doesn't work. We are not a federal republic. In any case, the best way to do it, and it's like your best constituency where you blue, constituency where you green, and no crown, you won't get the actual nominal figures because when they can't catch them, say constituency, you the 70,000 in the free hoba. Obey your constituency, I want Dabai, northeast a year or no the same by. It's any federal state. A psychology no more useful. And they are inciting the other tribes against Ashanti and this thing. Apart from that, there's nothing. Kofi after Yanko 2012. The same static green and blue. And yet a Kufuor the vote to Nyaye and your mama Yanko 2012. So in 2012, supposedly your mama all green. Yanko Hema Pono Yisu in 2012. Yanko all green. I go for a blue or Ashanti Eastern. And so Brabak never heard. Ebia Gwanya the whole Ghana all green. Or the 50.70 the winning. When you're the whole Ghana green. And so when me across 51%, it is a map, no? It is not true. And you're working on the minds. It's a map that they are using to cite other tribes against Ashantis and Eastern Hassa. Nothing more, nothing less. After Yanko 2016, Yanko 2016, Akufo-Addo had, but you see, surprisingly, even the numbers when it comes to John Mahama and Akufo-Addo. In 2012, John Mahama had over 5.2. Okay, so John Mahama had 5.574 million. Yaba 2016, John Mahama vote to sit free. I have 5.574 million. Eba I have 4.7. So over almost 800,000 people. And now to Obama John Mahama. The difference here is that Oman to Obama John Mahama Omu Demerika Kotuma Akufo-Addo. Now we will come to 2020 and 2024. Near said, although MPP lose a lot of vote, but Kotuma John Mahama. Merika Kachiremo. Oman to Obama John Mahama in 2016. Omu Demerika Tuma Akufo-Addo because they trusted him. They thought he was a leader. Now in 2024, they did not trust Bawumia, and yet they did not trust Mahama. So Mahama won by default. After Yanko 2020 election, near Radia. Omusia, we are not gullible. So in 2020 election, 2020 election, I go for Dunya 6.7230. The mama nya 6.21. Shadia, I go for Dunya 6.7 plus. Your mama nya 6.213. Surprisingly. Vote to MPP in 2020. For 2024, near Radia. 2024, Obi, Yamra back. For 2024 election, near Radia. 2024 election, it reduced vote for a Baumianya every 6.7, about 4.8. Mind you, your mama 5.2 as a 2020. After you share the next election, sorry, 6.2 the next 2020. After you the next election, the Rebecca your mama who is 6.5, that is 6.5. To him, not even up to 200,000 people voted for your mama because they couldn't trust him.
Precisely.
Now, almost acquire the same map on the Yaba. Just to work on your minds. It's not the first time one. Obianya 56% in it. So this map is wrong. President Kufuor 56% in 2000. The whole place was not blue. Because numbers in the upper east, numbers in the upper west, numbers in the savannah. Now Oka savannah, voter region, almost stronghold. Oka voter region, almost stronghold. Vote when this in Yaho, at the boss savannah, at the bon northeast, upper east, upper west more. A new dear MPP Nyan were eastern and Ashanti region. Timon cannot correct. We almost use you. Almost they we are very, we almost so the best way they think they can do it, and if I say Bakona de Bayam Casa Fakono, it should be constituency based, and it cannot be accurate. It can never be accurate. Because constituency based to check constituency. See a person say Ghana is a federal state. Say the America for Yena. And the Yema constituency be our points. To band money 50,000 eba. On who 4 points. Do free pussiga. Anyway, Danny follow. Fabakona a yaskata and blue ni green askatano. Fenobra. Gobi is a lie. Omo yusu na ye the whole Ghana is green. But the more park and is a tribes na karinina NDC, MPP, Ashanti needs to for Penay. So it's inciting the other tribes. So if we are even supposed to do anything like this, this is how it should look. Constituency we, MPP we need. This constituency, NDC we need. And this is how it should look. But the Paboni 70, they've gone to paint the whole place green. And Yajuma, MPP, Muslim, you should invest in things like this. When they say here, to change the narrative. You are not changing the narrative. Now concept na atomo. Now concept. MPP never say. This is psychology. If the next election, MPP maintains Ashanti, maintains Eastern, and we know Greater Accra, Central and Western, MPP are winning the 3, NDC are winning the 3 from 2000. 6 elections. So the likelihood that Greater Accra, Central and Western can fall back to the MPP is high. And the moment Greater Accra, Central region, falls back to MPP, 4 regions, but ultimately we win election. So nobody should paint a picture say you must have the whole regions green or blue before you can win presidency. And you're not correct. How many number of parliamentary seats in the Ashanti region? Parliamentary seat 49, 47. So 47 no. Oko northeast, northwest, at the upper east, any idea. MPs don't say the floor. We are so quantity. MPP munye serious. Mon fan for my green and bobel. Namunya who subempa no any some funu ade na yi. MPP for one mu say na the whole place is green. Green hunu, green to numbers in Ashanti region. Population census. Ashanti region is 5 million plus. Greater Accra region is 5 million plus. Ube hunu northern region kakraka. Benipe 100 even 2 million. MPP we are okay. we are good to go. So show the population northern region population is so northeast 658,946. Meanwhile northeast say kakraka. Over Savannah on the map, Savannah looks very big in land size. But nipa was Savannah and even 700,000. Over Hafo, it looks big. Voter region, 1.6 million people. Eti mohunu green ni blue na enka eyeto green to green hwini obi awura mo green go papa bia MPP so sorry no mo nyas ayikuwe wajimi Baby, yeah, tito moto. Now the whole place is green. Na here there way. It green. Yeah, federal state. Sem hunu. So mo yese ya na ko yese ani ochena no we need to a year untimi fan we need we need 4 regions antimi meanwhile make us say we need Greater Accra we need Ashanti we need Central Eastern numbers what's our region we okay the other regions population of this country we are about 30.3 million. Over 2 regions Ashanti and Greater Accra omonko constitute a year trip 1/3 of it. If it's Ashanti region and Eastern region, Ashanti and Greater Accra, it is about 11 million people out of 30 million. It's no green baby and a year dear. More fire. You better no kore. You better moto. You munye serious. Obi, na Dumsor na bana green to. Green top and your map on cache. Happy before one when we have a greater Dumsor Abba Enrad Ose ni Edum Sesi Kofodu Anyina Dum so yesterday we himself as an art obi say Kofi Bruce was we green tology green more green na mo pe be fanto enka ho na dum so ne man krofo ne meka ni baby a ofra na wa kire se enra almost half of Accra and the whole Accra enra almost wujina enra meme kote soro baby na me ya de na me ya ibi enra the whole half of Accra ko body donimia adwuma ni nyina na maye no level na maduru ni mabao o se dai Accra yetum Accra is dark o fly drone ene wo china mba cho mo fly drone ma mehwe why emu adum yesterday timetable mamfo ne mfra na ombeka bi timetable no mo fa mre why yenim se de onim ye ni malam John we ye bibia nya nim ye ya we o ma no mji udi na judi mi de ma anyi wandi okay ya egobi ese ye pacho ise ye mfre ne Dumsor biu ise malam John Dumsor no mbe so beti o mo mfre okay mo ntro social media hefa na wo light wo kania adwuma ni nyina na maye no o say o kania ni nyina so hey malam Yohane obi nyina so pro na tabu akana ho hey the whole mass is blackout in no cancer hey na makame ho o say sodium e honso adum o ma tworo sodium adum JDM ni nsem hunu leadership onko a ya no ye Faruk tema Faruk da bi ya nkasa nkire penisa Nungwa I live in Nungwa my light has been off for one Nungwa for sir ya heba no so ni light yi Esikuma do membra kwa. Omuni light. Frempo line so. Line okay. Frempo.
Aya.
Frempo what say?
No ya now say.
O ka say free he?
Because every Eastern region Asesawa.
Asesawa.
Be 3 days in the light in you.
Be 3 days in Asesawa light in you. It's market day in Asesawa. Asesawa ni esuan ebuku no. Money light. Yo yedasi, yo any yedasi. Mufo bifufro. Why? Mufo bifufro. So who many environments so light ko? Why? Why na was so mufo bifufro? NDC and Kionet 4M. Not Legon light out. Dumsor is his achievement. We all know, unless okay, Kofoidia is still in dark. And yeah, Junior, Okasafri. Okasafri.
Asalam down.
Asmasa.
Asalam down.
Okay, Asaiman.
Asalam down.
Asalam down. More light.
Oh, asalam down light and now we the person may can say. Jumani na NDC there to say Kionet.
NDC and Kionet munya obi adwuma. Move Yumrana. Like, was it no amount of intimidation from country UK? I have light. Okay, now we don't light at them. Or we don't have light in Agogo. Hey, I will go so. Baby, it didn't so na ba. Yes, we are doing maintenance. We are young Sabano. Do maintenance. Hey,
Maintenance.
Boy,
you handle maintenance.
You honey. Huh? Ja factor. Ja, when me last call, Ja, what say? Ja factor. Ja, what you mean? But who are here? I say, hey.
Central.
I say Central. Kurobeswa. I say for you. Na a whole light to ho.
Light out.
Light out to Ascenso. Hey, go fi. General.
Oh, hene.
Bawku in darkness.
Where you had to Wisconsin, Aboba Legon. Oh.
Bawku in darkness.
Bawku na yakunto kwano. Omadu light o. Bawku. Nenu enyumra oti le ayo yosi. Yama light wa ho na se no msi tu ogwe.
Bawku in darkness.
Adwuma ni nyina na moye no. Mekaya na manti yo. Ojana so. Eye monam
sa.
Mekaya mudi matem. Na mo beba. Wezo Okatakyie will lead MPP from 38%. First of all, 38% is not true. But Omia official record is 41.7.
Exactly.
Now, also you say 38 propaganda na. Jandam no ano mushubono. Jandawi wo mu petru. Eti jandam no de yama ne nya adwuma. 38 enya 38 enya no kore. Wa enya. Isi dia no mo pɛ no. Obi no kura ni eka eba akopɛ
More fire.
adwuma ni nyina so ni ayi level na yadu no so ojana so Messiah ya baba so mo ya da mase Ghana fo odo amadan show se show yi se yakose 3 months ni hey na gina so enwuyi
Jibebia.
Oze ejadem for the record no na ya na nkrofo no se no musi twitwa mewie so na yesa dek na nkrofo o ma me kura me ntimi fantum page ho me de tum page ho bedu na nkrofo ahwe mo ni pa bone na ma me ni dikakra ekona na da show ayi trouble colors don ballistic ayi minalen ne mo me ni dikakra yi biso ma jibedu an ma no duane nyawe mo dem go so ya baba so mo Wednesday yebesaba bye bye
wo ti akoya no so na MPP ewo opposition why na edim udi dada NDC for era ni o mai no na da bia betinase ya be ka kire say last week na just almost 93 days or so I think said roughly 96 or so days, approaching over 100 days. Now we share NDC send you ebu a year or by now because Omatina Kuyano should be 3 years ankasa because near mano happening too fast near my air in 10 na ene yabajebre na yewra a year sa community ebimu he say what tariff and sense yes betting tax yes e-levy digina yeyi ade free ho digina yeyi ade free ho then so omo de akoshe baby ade twen enti eye e-levy ade betting tax no na yeyi free ho da wu bo se a no se kania eto no u betua mo 14.75% there, almost 15%. Hey, now just say ubetia a free 3rd May 2025. Now Kania Supra Edundum MPP to me Makania no ejina so for 8 years. Nina, ever do maybe a 1 hour be, maybe 2 hours be. Yes, Dumsor also untiasia, and then yet Kumasia be half it to be cut off at a go. Ubed the mana diache. Na still can you na edum na a free next month yes we betua 14.75% more we betua bi dia ka eye won kania to no ho a we Ghana dia eto say MPP na nanka opa na sanka opa NDC and then you are still the better judges now and no aside issue no say we betua kania to no ensure 4.02% bi and those who betua bi aka a free next month 3rd May who betua bi e de aka ho etiado no so shadow so nkania ne nsuo no eto no ebi ba beka ho na ye bisa factories businesses are over and the ekeka eka ho edo no eto say who betua bi e de aka ho ana no rane say no ma fidie no na ha say ya na ahwefo ene etiefo besade ya bai eda ebia ya badwene ho na woso odwene ho bi 14.75% for a water for lights and a 4.02% for water free next month no just a factories the other businesses no heat ebebe mu pa na and then ansana me introduce a young perifua omo ewo djumedie yisu boko hey boko ebu ansensem me gidi se what ensem ni bi na eye boko ya ba betuaba politics a call boko ensensem ye mu bitina se eka se da bi yanya na sa ba hwan ena na etie obia entie ama yetina se ma NDC fo e de boko ntokwa eye politics e dey omo awieni omo ti akoya no so last Friday bi youth no omo video bi edit now say 3 months after elections omo be press conference omo nti President Mahama say na empono President Mahama promises to the bro bi gina no enye eno na odiso just a little over a week omo press conference the 2nd April and check what the yat basbasa ewo boko a che say since no there police for and ye kunkumom ebo mutuo be kasei ebe uhwe figada omo shento payas dipa be enso na ahwe enkwa na che say asem no atra be careful and tokwa de enya depa ba ba bi agina ye gusua e bisa said now who cause am why ena ma de no emu agin sam sa no utie youth no press conference omo na answer no e press conference no say empo the President Mahama politics or the bayeno no mu bisa se kese omo and ye fulu ana omo na President Mahama fulu ebu kwase ana e no mu bisa e press conference no e no na make us international security Richard Japan the odima no so obo rank ofufie when to be am peki intel e boko se niema e bobeba na wom eja edami na ahwefo ene etiefo say otumfo ananado eye say bi ono enanka onkohwe enye nsiesie ho edo na President Mahama waji di Davy atare na minima de enti ono onko Bawku ba bi okogina ye oka na nsem e kan some year politics with a year Bawku entokwado ada no fa Davy atare no so asafo atare no share the last week no enfa ko no nkotu obufo osma IGP so ade bobu etie ne yetutubo police hotel na kire ye bayi ne akoso remind eye NDC said niema bi obokaye no enye ne kwan so no na ye be show video every problem man fidie no enna ha se ya na still ye guso eka otumfo King Solomon ba musa dodo na akasa monko ho enne enko ho ochina because obo person obuti na nim etwitwiri from but at the appropriate time ye bebo modiana yakoye di aka ho ensem eyie pa because the politics of it and am ya ba bedru ba bia edri and the NDC for can you hit your chest? I refer to the President Mahama nana kwa nka video no kwa ho na nka odi atuso aba me say and some more koka yes
there's no chieftaincy conflict in Bawku. There cannot be two kings in one kingdom. Every government recognizes that the overlord of Bawku is Naba Abugago Asigri II. And that's why I say there's no conflict, no chieftaincy conflict. And so peace in Bawku is going to be my priority when I become president. And all of you know that when NDC comes, there will be peace in Bawku.
Ko hokra na nke no na me pe but wo de ye at the appropriate time be yi and also e de akire ye be yi no e de akire ba fidie no en na se ye do ko deep na nsem a okaye no di nyina na accumulate a aba bedru ba bia yedu but being time in between time and na awie ye kono say ene last week ye kan wasam kire and a minority caucus ewo brashe bedwafie eba be pm ewa Ashanti mantam ha obo from mighty few, yes, mighty few nipa 88 and led by the minority leader Alex Afenyo Markin omo ebe pm ewa Ashanti mantam ha edum blue light ebe share the course on March 21st. It's a name Obaya Obonso Ababe donation kakra at the air bois edwadifuo more blue light and the PZ name important arches a jato ho 21st March idiom wuno na a day omo ewokrom minority few ewokrom arches said you can you show videos ni bi so edi akero but ni gina mu na omo keka omo nsase no omo presented 200,000 edema ye traders are affected traders or victims no ewo ho na ene I'm privileged sir mensa aka empadifo ni bi ewo ha eye MPs ni bi ewo fia ya ni omo ebetwetwe nkomo and then count to some abrepa all the way from their constituencies it be any Ashanti how Baba PM ewa ha but a year party any of mine who don't know and then 24 ewa ha na openinya me introduce no me saben kumso aye the MP for New Durban South constituency Baby Ababesneko in 2017 now your executive secretary for the free zones authority free zones is a board no a board yes although another year penny quantity for other free zones are not now ohwe swa kopem se 2021 ade na djuma to ho na 2021 ode adwuma no to because na oko eye brashe bidwafie a eye parliament enti okoi 2021 7th January and will take you over as MP for New Durban South constituency enti ene opani ewa ha na opani so ebeye deputy trade and industry minister under a NPP administration Akufo-Addo led administration or no deputy trade and industry minister enti ene ofi ha make what with the pako dada honorable Michael Ochre Befi as my guest on the show this afternoon and wajibre watnase na enyanonko
of the region Obama party ni juma koso chama untumi and yenna na juma fi ewie nyina na echarepa sanso na mden check ese pa mo ahwefo mo mi constituency mi chiako fodi afo nyina obi a hwe nsia mi chiako o ma nyame adaroma nyame hiro mu no nyeska bokonso me hene hu ye
ba bo uko no ye ni badwuma wo ye no free zones board no so adase authority na ujai eco parliament fito ye nshi adase menyi akoya ene ontwetwe nkobo e refidie so epei brashe bidwafie ever say so ko what to say
on the politics no Ghana politics no the ultimate to be episode you could do this episode a member of parliament me jidi say a politics no otia say na hu politics no ye sense we ye politics na ye corporate politics nti eno na hu chida hu politics no ye me ye student politics na ba ye corporate politics now person ye very deep party politics be everything shown ye mashibidwom ho and I be also who found mine home. You can only sing Kunya, and you say, or mine near farm mine home plans. I want them baby, the baby more gun high. I want to see me a car, the more mine tumpo or money shabu. You can indeed be a person who could do any sort of person or a member of parliament. Okay, not the Sunni crew, not boa. Lobby project about the crew and no more juma near Korea. We did this for 4 years now with that best both on the floor of parliament and the constituency because parliament juma a twofold. Yeah, baby mean over your floor of parliament chamber and our parliament in juma auto office and our committee and I say floor or chamber or juma and the parliament juma and our constituency juma. Maybe na also in year, but they also in year pa a constituency. So someone no more turban now to be a parliament. It's a good rule for say, so your parliament a human year pa jail constituency. That one a recipe for disaster, and it can cost you a lot. By the grace of God, you home, you and then and constituency no it is modern boy igusu born no na igusu ye your constituency akoso and we have initiated a lot of projects and they are really bring chrome and they abwa ama abain so ejuma koso it is so far so good na parliament is here also by the grace of God me ranking member on the trade tourism and in the trade industry and tourism committee of parliament me jam mashib embra shebedwam ekukitwa no anemo committee no so amedium animo me committee no so
about transition team when I say who spearhead and
yeah now I was a member of the team.
Okay,
government team, you know. 2016, so I was a member of the government. As well as 2016, I was a key member because I did a lot of the transition single-handedly. Like friend is saying, give up distilleries. I did National Service Secretariat scheme. I did scholarship secretariat. When I mean, 2016 union elections, you know. And at this one, so me minister who on advocating him on need buying our trade subcommittee and the governance main committee no Juma Boa your country and
your party abaye na also mate honorable mamema honorable akuto akwaba na afi ye kobo at length honorable akuto mema akwaba nso
ye buru minya
na o ye
wada dum ho ye pa
ye da ya be ase chumampo ni afro so ho ye pa
wada dum ahoboko
honorable ebia wo me nhyase se ya nsamako honorable be fi so ate ene bidim se caucus no eba Asante mantem ha na mo be your presentation be edema blue light flow. But even before we go into all that, Achumampodia on for constituents show media then obeka the Achaba Azadi your room because any other Ay3ka no yes you owe responsibility to your constituents Achuma Mpodia today now catch no Azadi your real rank
they came medabas semuna kusa kwanyen si amra ha ne no motwetwe nkomo na fesu so mechia Achumampodia fo nyina umomanya kwanya ujina umanem na fesu so
she Asante memha you were open so wadawroma you were random refi wadawroma e chao semenhia entiyen ye toba okrom ha me ka Ashanti region na ni even Kumasi block akra ye ni nyardo enti MPP ya ho aden wa enti bibia be ya Asante me bia ye MPP asem papa to Asante me ya ye nyina ni sense ye atu ye nkrofo na atu ye ya asem bonu so to ye atu ye nkrofo atu ye ya enti yen na wo see show concern pa as you bia sense yen nkrofo amoto mo ye da bia na asemato and they also apart from that, yes, also they say a said as members of parliament, so also show consent. See, a bank coin to be made a joining the will be on my bayana, Ubusa Yibi, Yensum, the independence, a couple of years and and to be say, and who here say MPP party, National Executive one Kwamba. You were Baumian Kwamba, you were in the Japan Kwamba. You were Nana Poku Pempe Kofi Aba. You were Educhum Aba. You were Patrick Boma Aba. South in the party in Aba. Ye minority caucus Sankasazo, a Shadan Chamber. A woman say you and Mama Bayadi. And so I see us you be Bahum. No Ghana Funa near Santimania who say Asante mine mighty minority na. Yama NDC for them si anom da ontompum onbeso bia beto kasa no yesikrom na biom ye bae ma omu ye se de ma yama yen no ye bia so entene ye anwasem se menimira bani a otimi nchen mira akoto ye ni party mpedifo na anne ye leadership beka parliamentary leadership ye 90 a life and 90 for krum na behwe ene yesem ketwa na go focus ye nu ye ho afemo na msemo na hwe ye o mebibiri
na mo ga nje so munya no mo
wa se bi ya ma fe do se nche bia abato besaba emma obi medada ho se bi ka fa che emma de go focus me ye me ye mo kroko de jon on ka je mo asem enra se me ba cocoa prices me to so na oba baka bi fo on ma me ka je mo se me ba in 3 months galamsey mid twice here now on kept for on my country yes by 23rd 24th of April not double tracking near Chem Ghana thing Chem no the akoshe 2027 on the country says onya kwanya covid e twem di dada mu gusuji covid to me twem that day na wasi watuso ko 2028 obi to na 2028 sa baino nya bae bo aseteman yen ya bae ene yen yepe ene bi tia bo aseteman nti ene ene mbusuye ene ntina minority kokoso ene party leadership mo ha led by Chama Wuntu Bini Impeding for national executive members nibi Yoga Nana B ene impeding for all party ene party at the grassroots level omi na boshi na behwe ene gwafu do nyasam ketwa and now who say MPP on the Vafiampa, only the Edianium, Sabi, mo ye de Edianimo, Mundi Babiako, if you do Biako. The mistakes are here, no, Mosian quality, Yaba, Yaba, what Taichi, Namoni Yakubu.
But honorable and come up you how the bar the person do a big rep. But then just here in free BBC in the comfort zone. As a deputy former deputy trade and industry minister, then just you say Nansa idea Bawku we are here for the international news city be a 10% tariff. I didn't know we are here for the they say Ghana yet be about the tree. So as a former deputy trade and industry minister, but I said there was currently a foreign affairs minister say or they a ambassador to national more agent now I should say a bit to me I who be beer. We want to say na Ghana baby agency say you know your export to wholesale seminal I baby affect you. What do you think should be the way forward?
Yo, me that's be baby was he idea ba kwa see who say asema abano asem kese yem fere boko didi kan me san so edda minister say o hwe me the statement ba abonting on behalf of the minority caucus and me chere the also mo ye tentem in the statement no me chere the also mo ye tentem me san call GH1 and station that say akatsamo dey nso a me call me can say I was say immediately on first protest ni obia or export to goods to American market be on friend on friend manufacturers ni na no transfer on friend stakeholders in the exporting business. Now we know say last Thursday na twemo no ya what day twemo no ministry tie de mekan no oba frɛ exporters ni na anyo hia amomo assurance say aban ye ho bi. That is what we can say governance of member and you say ye say ye kyerem say the boom ye mom direction but and they have to follow what we say because you need money no. Yeah, and ye me kyerem say you have to do it by the grace of God. The minister listen to us statement no into a frame Thursday. I put pressure on them. Say they have to call the exporters. They did it. You see,
not just all for exporters now. Ensure
okay. They can see the old order of business, and as a world order of business, you know, trade, you know, I for some time, and obia the yejuma. All of a sudden, you know, why your numbers are we say be more my plan, more retreat. My management share my more target for the year, my numbers. Minimum said this year, the last year, say so you are projecting an increase in profit, maybe of maybe 20% or 30%. More staff by middle of the year to have a mid-year bonus of say my numbers scenario. Say book your tax now by first quarter of the first month after the first quarter. Now the old other idea you know now America for what with them as we carry them
out of the blues just like that.
So you see the big players in trade are fighting was now America for Eddie say do now China for and the China market is big and no one send them back around China market no America for China market see because see the middle class in China, middle class in China is even the whole class is like that as bigger than the whole American country now. Only the middle class. China for middle class as you say America population I guess so you need them and through unilateral arrangement who change the order of trade the whole world. So it's going to create a little see international bond market stocks for low multinational companies or low. It will affect profitability in business and so that's what's happening. But then I hear something like they say a very big player in America in terms of say yes what they compare China but America will say we're not able to compete with those Asia champions, you know. We're not able to compete with them because almost the American marketer almost in the book at a very cheap rate and a price. It don't the entire American marketer they will get a lot of buyers, but we cannot charge the same rate. We are competing with them in American market. You can see the kind of costs I say ebi China for ede paper here kuta oba ebe ton 2 series yeso de near produce no ha 2 series near the kwa ye nyina ese koton a etimi ton 2 series o metimi atiso ya no 0.5 pesos etimi compete because we collapse business no. So America actually is enough for the African countries no na America bombo in America the concessionary arrangement by the time President Before you know African Growth and Opportunity Act. So AGWA no the AGWA agreement was signed to encourage 35 sub-Saharan African countries to be able to trade in America easily due to free quota free. And you know only intentionally America intentionally and that arrangement you know, it is non-reciprocity arrangement. No, it's not reciprocal. It means that whatever we the corner America from say more me mamo Ghana for cause yes see and me no say you charge American goods be enter the market be at 17%. But America for the also omo there you for me be a be run market we omo charge do envamra e ban so I don trade duty bia in trade duty free quota free two things duty free and also concessionary and we have in business out of grace arrangement as Gracia because in trust Kabia but America put the Ghana has Ghana ye charge America 17%. Before bring him and they America go for say and then no way say charge you charge that. Yeah America and you know America is the only international customs union or bloc arrangement with us no non-reciprocal. In other words customs union no pen and name 35 African countries the kohonma through AGWA kase even say momo charges ka die be charge mbi all the other blocks no momo charges ka oko EU blocker ye ni omo wo EU Ghana trade agreement UK Ghana trade agreement what they say it was very difficult and a very unfortunate thing to yen last 2 weeks as we making so out of the blue companies been saying their DTRT they employ 6,000 workers. DTRT the biggest government company in Ghana and in West Africa almost export last year they exported almost $80 million of garment to the US market with free quota free. $80 million with free quota free. This year they anticipated to export about $120 million. It was budget that first quarter I want to see them take it. Second quarter, yes, you can pay duty. But the unfortunate thing, and they say, we are speaking the truth. Ghana for some between just a BBC for the arrangement there or that because America for when they are in the market for them to give us wave say yes when they are in the quiet say America for some okay say they can do it but I don't know whether they will be able to do it or they will do that. And you know the watchers trade watchers the marketing watching the trade market you know almost say it is very difficult for America to waive the America say what was needed no calling all of them to give them comfort say see there because almost so on the exiting Ghana market it will create a lot of problems for us. Who say Ghana NDC for policy of the flagship policy 24-hour economy no it can only thrive on industry the industrial sector no and the industrial sector the perimeter thrive over it is a industry big jina adwuma ebeye and you say any job you mfa say company the DTRT I was on pam ni bio and van ko America make nipa 6,000 be lose some job na ya in Ghana nipa 6,000 adwuma akopɛ ɔmo adwuma do you know the effect it is not small. So what I told them to do I recommended 3 things. The first one I'm recommending here is immediately they should call them, they've done that. The second one which is very important here, we should encourage them to take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Because the African Continental Free Trade Agreement has come to stay till after the the whole world. Like I just say, customs union, trade blocks. Virgin market. This is the market is a virgin market. Market obviously the markets have been contaminated and penetrated. Before penetrating market render, saturated markets. The markets are saturated, and people are now developing new markets. So the only market I want future African market, NDC. I said this, it has been ascribed to me. I said this event in Cape Town last year. I say the African Continental Free Trade has come to stay. And I say now it is an opportunity for Africans to take advantage of this opportunity. This after we have the opportunity to take advantage of it. Make sure that we explore Africa. Africans, we have to explore Africa and exploit ourselves before anybody come in to exploit us. Because you see, it is a statement I'm making here. So they say it is an opportunity for us to explore all the areas that we just call Africa. In the Ghana, Yanko to go Yanko Namibia, yes, what let's get in Kaikum. So if you exploit the monies will be left in the African countries, so that we will not now need support from IMF. We will not need. See, Afrexim is doing wonders. Afrexim Bank, Afrexim will do wonders. So they are prepared to support us. So they be Africa. IMF Yanko between institutions. It's the trade sector. No? The only hope for us as Africans is to now take advantage of African Continental Free Trade. Luckily for us, all the protocols have been done. Rules of origins, yes, establishing including even car manufacturing. They say that's the only thing we have to do. In Ghana here, every year, 100,000 vehicles are imported to this country. 100,000. Yeah. Okay. Out of the 100,000, 70% of them are over 8 cars. Used cars. Sorry. Second-hand cars. Second-hand, 70%. About 85 to 90% are over 8 cars. Over age. So in the market, 100%, 100 vehicles are the banner. 70% a year second-hand vehicles, 30% brand new. In this country called Ghana, we have now 7 vehicle assemblers. Only basic semi-knockdown. I mean, only the basic assembly. Till all these vehicles, companies produce 14 different brands of cars. So if government decide to now buy from them intentionally, say through their procurement arrangement, government pass a decree, a law, say Finekwe, and then make it gets a government give directives. Every state institution should buy from the good market. Okay. But when you go to Tangier in Morocco, a company called Renault for they employ Tangier, the industrial city of Morocco, 60,000 workers. They produce 1,400 vehicles a day. 1,400 vehicles a day. 60,000 workers. 60,000. Tangier brand now employ 3,000. Yasaki, the biggest car wiring manufacturing company in the world, employs 8,000. The biggest tire company, Michelin. So my point is that when you're able to do this, you go to you're starting to take advantage of after. Nearby local industry to survive. No, they will go for us, and Africans will be the ultimate beneficiaries of this product, of this policy. Sorry, and the policy has come to stay.
That's the 10%.
No, because
what policy?
After the 10% tariff, from say America, you charge them 70%. And you know for you charge them 70%. And then now almost get 10%. 10. And you get 7. Say we pray that America be but as to whether they will reverse
With Trump, I wonder.
So in the Osef plan, President Akufo-Addo, the whole Africa, this concept called after Ghana pay, any baby president no any G after Musibia, or say on my SAT we have a national coordination office. Oko country be more maybe. Your pen is at the first. And as I'm talking to you now, your national coordination office, your starting office, no, but the fire data on other countries no or starting up on office mom. And so about we buy Oguno, Oguediano, only more now terminated appointment. No. Oh, national coordination officer. When I go for the Maya and say we will guide Ghanaian exporters to intentionally guide them to trade with other African countries. If it be a very guided trade arrangement by through the national coordination office, every year beyond you find Ghanaian exporters. Say if every region beyond, almost the micro small medium enterprise, person we export to them. Maybe I say the money now cooking. Me I share it can the money you are cooking that and me a match more. Into you do market there certain bits of market. Na Kenya mo partners pakanta paso ba on person to wadian ye match more. And we did that with Tanzania and Kenya intentionally by national coordination officer. You know, and other countries in Africa so there be will be that concept will be that. And you want free your national coordination officer no. Say he's setting up, but when this current government came, no, terminated the appointment of national coordination officer. Terminated all the staff on appointment.
And as some can say,
how can something a policy that has come to bless Africa? I am your champions. We are the whole of the Senate. The secretariat, you know. After secretariat, the whole Africa, Ghana, so Accra has become the commercial capital of Africa. Because nationals, the office, you know,
yeah.
And the host too.
Honorable Michael Ochrebefi, for that, I believe, sir, Abino, Sadia Watchno, and Sadia Orkan, Omo Bete Kibi, Eddie Flip, because I said about the Enyasi, Oboya, Canada, say, hey, Canada, so, boom, China, boom, but Ghana, not here.
But big markets. They are first world countries.
Yeah.
And you don't make your yeah, America. Rough. Say. Yes, pen. If they are to make a 10%. Yeah, 70 10% car on I-27. America full kunokas are 50%. That is America. That's America. America has always sought their interests. They seek their interests to the detriment of other African countries or world. Maybe America will be so Bonia, the panel of a burning cattle. No, and why no good. No, some. It is what America is doing to us, Ghana. And say all the oil exploration companies, all Ghana in the American company, almost all of them. This is a big 1-2 people in American companies. Those companies, you know, only the America call refining crude. I will continue overtaxing to say, I'm not on the Beno, or never to be there. I don't know why only a year. Only I am agreement at down time and no over so. And you know, Osade, you have a trial to then you will come out.
Oh my, Yababo, but I say, cross over the main round, Rabo, Akoto, and Che, Honorable Abia, Honorable Achrewu with a year 10% tariff minimum. Remember a few moments, I may show I don't come about also comfort zone. Now, Yasha, a year, I get the cocoa, able answer me, because I don't know. Now, say that, oh, yeah, to take some, but what do you want to delve into a year? Okay, it's been brought a year, they said you bet to be a cover a year topical areas. You are so much into a year agriculture. Members of committee crowd war a year deputy ranking. Honorable, last year Baba Twaba, who propaganda NDC for a year. Title with a year be a cocoa. abai the phrase 495 cities the babe 3,100 cities you propaganda obo year in your calculations be obo year now say last week you heard about it say obviously price remains unchanged obia kabia form of said yes you almost see and disregard this our report no na committee kra be price na you know buy and at the community board inti the year to take no kra but we know being in that year that's we will be the edible kokko die obo betumi atu na obo ka 6,500 at say si say crap on calculation you should crank say come 7,000 8,000 but yeah processor still omo fan ko baby a omo kasi ye no what are your thoughts
me das dunia me sha se free ha we ko apro no na do na ban etukoko mu 2023-2024 season 2024-2025 3,100 when you almost say omo de and 60% of FOB price near the farmers. Also, Yadia Ba, Kenya Oswa, it cost 70% of FOB. Emma, Yura, Erico Poco and Ne, Oya Greek Minisano, the DNU. A trace solo, a trace minister for finance, the Siankase at W0rsen. As you could drop platform so a cassa say we cried there 6,000 per bag of 64 kilos to be sir and abai as a sir now ya no more free say you need every course for so assign agreement think that maybe every course for price babano as a Ghana for to so near price no pay. And the time every course for price here they 3,100 no so they 1,800 CFA almost they pay 64 kilos and the world market price is quite a cost and there politics I feel na they here every course for so much to no I got 2,200 CFA what the back Ghana Sikamua 6,500 3,553. Okay. Afena yanko busa se. Yesu so abano de no be ama yeku afo. E ho said na ubu say. Ene kura ne ya press conference e wo ho. Na de pese ya kire de se abano animanimu ya no. Onto aku afo no mu. They say every course for 64 kilos no o de bagana skamua obo tell kilo of 64 kilos bia no of the 535 Ghana cedis and every course farmers no edge ye kwafo and ya ka tiro mu say omo suso no enfamra de obo ka 6,000 and afei omo akosia and acting chief executive officer acting Ay3ka say and prepare so but to cocoa no my
it what prepare
but and no chire no and no massa press release e ho no be ka chire say sa committee don we press review no anyhow two for board as so MI into meeting here two issues na ba bonten
not the first one no what trust and obobetutu that's when they be acting chief executive
but no acting acting
as a deputy ba ko ba no dey or the kutu aziz
wono and say that do mbetum ba ye no a ye nyina obi aka bi akuafo sus na no mo na mso mbetum akọ 6,000 after no more press release from Cocoa board say they didn't kind only board na board na hwe amiatum they tell you o masa aka say only price review committee no eso so eni ho ye nim say asema mo kan enya no kure price review committee no member standing committee aye free the some person mutumu no as our friend so institutions na committee no be committee members no so ho no mo be hia na yedotum sa price review committee no minister minister sesia na o chairman yes chairman
and I said you obey to me
anything you actually say a foot from a to good for any so tisa so na board dey of away home so say who run that be or technical people are supposed to be part of the review committee no so so committees who say yin for isa for mofa for nipa bebre dey do me committee this why you say person to koko no dia I didn't know na de wo ka yes Ashanti ase ne say say a cut to 2 billion ka bi wo ho it is 2 billion ka no na de yesu ya pese ya ka ne say sa ka no aye be enfie du akire ka o ne aboabo no na aduru sa koko board aye institution eso mtimi ya adwuma nye sika nye timi twetwa ka no enti ade de no da baabi de fi atokoko mu a ade na mo se and so they went to na what said that we say and today I press statement I catch a band say abaye we say yes I'm 60% montiasia we be 70% and yes rabbi say when you sign foot from of to go and confront no to koko make afo eso so on there and na koko industry so entumpon so we say say no me ama yetu sanso ba ko de se wo mo borders ni nyina o koko no ebeko akwakoton de sa ha adwene kran so ne se yewura edwumu office no mu wo adise bi o ma yese wa wo koton koko awo smago koko no yebetimi apebibi kakra na de abawo that's a intelligence report free as one percent oboba be twam so be twam so dia na se koko buo no a wa every coast no eso sene ya dia ye gidi se mo amunim se koko no e fa eden e be kwa abonten so wo hwe ya nkrata gu anim a ye hwehwe mu a so ya nhwe ya ye benya be 1200,000 metric tons 1200 metric tons of cocoa and boy 600 million USD sika ya nsha ye be hwere no man mu hano enti asema abetodo ye de katira ban ne se yesre na ara want to cocoa for my crap
but ono do wo sha na ye propaganda kekeda no mo the same time na so mo office no mo purchase afi no mo who like
that's why we need na ye na msi yo mo politics efa enya no de se pedibi se ya pese ba ban mu dia ye be kan se bebre akura ma akura fo so edi akire to abam de ma wo mo afi mo ba ban mu dia di dia wo kan propaganda e futuro no mo tugu akura fo ani na afi mo mo betra ban mu dia mo se jade a mo betu motukoko no mo ye de kan se minority a your parliament ye kan se edu mra esese aba wo so wotukoko mo de makuafo nso hoto wo mo efise ye nya agricos farmers wa agricos no eno abi na wo Ghana na koko do so pese sa maintain the second position in the world dia necessary aban so so dey otum edema akuafo yes koko do nyina na efa koko bitibi so aguko duru Burkina Faso Ghana koko etibi so di Togo ebe so for ka la Côte d'Ivoire de na so di esre se o munya sa ensam na o mu keka ka no pepes me no da ba bontri nyina ye efuturo no mu tu agu Ghana fo na kwafo enya de e no kre ntomtu koko ni fama kwa
but ansa no be ko eye odo be fi ho bi no eye budget statement empo abai present here omo babet na akoye so no generally as obi a wo ye so much into agric no we say kwesi broni e be say is there hope for the future we share eye omo budget statement
there can say so share NDC manifesto me for agriculture ho a obo frɛ bibi agriculture for economic transformation agenda na sano no roll out feed Ghana initiative memory be ya obo call launch no wo Tachimai na wo hwɛ feed Ghana initiative no a de omo a mpeso obo kyerɛ ne sɛ ɛsɛ yomu ye projects bi a de aduane beba ede atosode beba ye redua ena obu project so what ye redua a omu so pese redua moko ni tomatoes nyina wa ha so da ye nkwa abontere nkofa bi mba ye pese emo abro eba Ghana ha afesu so omu pese omu ye land banks chese land banks no so pese wo ye akua ho adwuma obekono ebiane asase bi wo ha yesibi amonye na mumfanya ekua no ebi susu so mpeso mu kirese enkoto nketenkete ni nyina aka feed Ghana initiative no ho afesu so mpeso mu ye farm services center mpeso mako 50 enom deba ukeka we nyina bomu a obuso mpeso mu ye feed in industry enu susu aka agriculture for economic transformation agenda usho manifesto mu a sanu me okeka nyina the budget na budget no 1.5 billion Ghana cedis pe na de amasa no na nyina na de nwa ne se abaya wo so ba o ti ministers so with the lean government be adwuma office of the president inquire 2.7 billion compared to 1.5 billion nimse agriculture no so edi hu so be bre man na adwuma kura mo ka mo na eka so ekwan ba ko mo pese mo fa so mo de adwuma by agriculture na pese de adwuma ba to agriculture dia adent na wo ye budget with the 1.5 billion and a budget me me esa hwe ni say Babia 2014 amai abibire ma amai nyina mpanifo ko hia Malabo Electoral Guinea enom de uncertainty krata so say Africa ha ye opportunity a esetimi de bua man timi tumpon na noma ye ne ko nanim no esese o ma bia o de sasha sakrata na ase no ese o ma be budget bia be no ese o de 10% eba agriculture 10% na ye we di ba bia o ma travel no aye ya ma wo mu Nigeria for your research bi o mo try na editun so be brebre o mo locate 10% of the national budget to agriculture no editun so papa bre o mo ye hwe di say Australiansa and agriculture so o memo ha the Ministry for Food and Agriculture Bawku Director of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Director of Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Miensa. Min la hwe aduane ho asem. And ehweso. So hwe budget a. So ka sa ministry miensa na percentage budget de ma ka bu mu 3% kura. Ministries ni miensa. 3% of the national budget na as senka kwa agriculture. Dunia de ubusa no. Me didi se enya die bia ese se ye bia ni tuso se don be bibi fufuro bia bibi fufuro bia nsi de mo kase ye di sika ko kra tomatoes ko kra onion no ekosi ba bia se sika no mde ko sa agriculture mu no se anfa bia nka ho na se sika wo ya no mso mde ba agriculture dia ene ni amomi antubunda na normal na kra no yebeko so akra ebikura yebekra kra tsese ne ekra no ejese so ba bia asema da process sia ye ni mu ka ho asem se mo se wo pese mo di agriculture a creative job yewura gusitano eba Parliament House se 24-hour economy no won ye da hye ne nsa so mra no metirichirim na nyina hu se ne eko obakeka be wada ho agriculture component of it no okeka we nyina se de be ma adwuma e be ri say Now the management now we have budget here. Now 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion. Yes, I say 226 million. You do tracker. 100,000. A co-irrigation. International so to self can in every one. The debate drag and then one kasa there. Na kaka krebi. You call ya na buy. Yes.
That is a don't want beka ekadum. Ebi beko tracker. You di beko irrigation. Say the big ecoto machines, tractors, 1.5 billion. No, now the big drag there no ankasa no there, kakrebi. So we share more your 56% friends dependents. As I say a crack, almost 44%. A broad you can do baby no take off planting. Nana do meswa. You are also free to take off planting for food and jobs. The banner here. Yanya bia nkwade abro nkwade let us abu godi bu banchi bu enyane bebre na de enya no kase bu dia adenti na normal no ebo ede edene mo mi enkase sata mo a na ye sa dwumadie no sata mo na covid bae no sata no na fertilizer near to 250 Ghana cedis per bag, I call 400 Ghana cedis per bag. This is a brebre. No, the fertilizer cotton, no, the good broso, no, the begaswa. And what do you say? A brono, a beco form, a becosro. The toss will be transport. It is all called 77. Class 7, I prefer your name, the Abacurcasium. That time to so petrol 70 identity transport to so costro. Two canning in our bomoa. Nama aduanebo ekosoro nama inflation food inflation ekosoro nyeni anu be politics and ana musumo ye planting for food and jobs basika ni e kura di shelu no that time na so sino musika mu di shelu sisi anu kura mu say food inflation increase na mu dia mu di zika to dia akoche mu no ena ntibi de na kan se agro bi ni edi wo mama si amfa agriculture adwuma na ansie no so amana bode bese anya priority dia ene ne jiri se dom Canada ye ni ba bia Honorable Seth Osei Akoto MP for Achuma Mpunia right here in the Ashanti region ono eno ye deputy ranking ye agric committee food and agriculture committee or parliament but as it that's about wonche ebio we bia yedi niema bi so nti NDC dia utume se propaganda kwa obo said the clear cut yibia for ye Ghanaian stand ye patch but ye twenty dia no so talk Ghana Jumadi so edie mema refi se ene awie honorable Michael Ochrebefi ewaha ayeden out of hand yem pedesa but honorable per Bawku ensensem no fiti last week ebu asa peja ya she honorable Ay3ka na nkomo ko she ne dan honorable ladi ne dan house police for won say edomo ko she no na niema basa koso ya she police for car she police station divisional commander ya she defie ensem koso ho no jensem ankasa who to say Bawku ensensemi age longer but
you but that's be mirror wadaro mo we dikai ekasa ho na ye kase Bawku ensensem ene nema esisi ho no et se de ensensem esisi obebi a se alavanyo ene nkonyafo ena te se bebi antokwa tribal conflict esisi no na NDC for mistake omo ye ne say omo de asemo ye politics meno ka say onobo Muhammad Ay3ka utbi kokrumo oduo pa oya de yempisi beti he can't enter that place if you say onobo Muhammad Ay3ka no krono ono member of parliament
Yantarinka and when the statement be by police or
he was at that time he was not in the country.
Yeah, he was not in the country. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, utbi call sure ngolo be ntia se lase uze Bawku se manso go for say you come and me ba me call police yeah ye na me so ai onya police adwuma ye and frɛ me nti adura nyumre 11:45 on bonkofo ni to ni colleagues yo mo nyem the same station on bom to 9:30 11:45 no ko fat to go because we do family say ma to ko fat to go to me so e was ko du ko fo de ne
nti o pa say we journey after no
police so on ko fat to go be fast ma to ko fat to go to be sim 11:45 nyumre on the colleague back.
That is the police no journey cry.
People don't know the history of Bawku Asem. Ebi kura mpanyinfo kura bi anomunim. Ti asem no. Asem no say ete yen oponso out here. Yura o se do be bio. A ne ho den upro ese o hebia o Ghana. Ti asem yo. Yura oponso ote ano. Na ho den no etra ekudu suma upro etra ko brikum etra ko sampa etra ko kinyase etra ko wara voter off as a roti etra ko jasiken ebakofodia upro just make you can't do anything about it. Yera open so awas oti Ashanti bemwa kumasi ya oti region na oti mu na fe Ashanti region bana ho de no acta ye de regions okay acta ye de bro region yet no okay acta na yet ye no a che say yet region we ayensem bia ho a ohire bi ti ba bia na ho den e wo ha no act we en fa ho affect no doesn't affect the act. And by extension, I'm sure it will also apply to other jurisdictions or regions within the country. Enti Bawku Asem no e kromi no mo kotokwa e ba kusase for kusase e ba ko bampuru city o kusase for yi daguma for a north na north the whole northern Ghana 5 regions there kabuma yeah go for am tribe no mo do so pa yes go for mo do so omo den omo do bia e daguma for do so bia enough. So all the 5 northern regions no kura ana tribe omo bu so mo ye omo si obia ana se omo do so to ko bia be hu so mo ye majority o oba south ha oko bia zongo bia omo do so ho ye daguma for bia opa ko zongo bia omo do so ho ye daguma for do so no e daguma for do so omo fiwa omo to aso no e kusase for but kusase for no omo bia se daguma for bia no na ai 2 tribes no amudi omo wo Bawku ene ntewo bongo for ka ho puziga for ka ho omo mo sa eri ho omo mo sa enkevo omo nya okaka ho asem se Nairi a one of north east Nairi a overlord no ono na ho de no e tribe si ho ye po ti ase mo jeje wo e di Nairi ho de no e be si ho no Nairi ni amam pusi ni na enwo ho mo se kusasi for daso e di buku ke ana kusasi ni no de here e wo ho Bawku it was the deal as let's say paramount chief. But the overlord, now overlord, and now you're not chess or prince, will be to be here now to be there. In other words, now you don't want they know to me. Those are okay, but choose will be, and I will say, Anna Yang, close of a dozen, no man proceed for, and the best say, said, you move Kruha. Yeah, just say, Sadia, and Sadia. And the emperor come to qua and to quarter gym and NDC for is that on the castle yay Yorabambia I never say more baby for the same shadow on the share the MPP party say a party no na yay yakuncha man pusifuachi against kusasi for etino omba kusasi for mu bia kusasi for mu wa kwezi for more savannah kwezi for more atwuma o go fodom that to beti ayo because go for the catch them say and before the share yen yechi man pusifuachi ye ni mo he we wa uti asema say NDC for emra asem siwie no ye candidate am no wo ho no of Ikromo for 3 months ye candidate ozio ye MBS candidate open to and before the election about time Bakabi as about so we knew we were going to lose badly in that area. Till point from there, Mahama Ay3ka is now pretending to say, "Oh no, Jaha, but the mami no free, and man Prusi, and I never perfect Roboa." So why was he now championing the cause of the classes against Mampusi? What did he say? We half. Oh, about Kusasini, and I'm a Mampusi. Oh, about Kusasini now. I don't know. Only fair, no viving. Now, no presidential candidate, Yamahama. Every general simple so can say. Mumba, new region. New region, and Mark Kusasi for. Say back Kusasi for Nkwade. Don't come with them, baby. Ebio, Mumba, and say who are Kokosuna, Obi Fabia, Obedi Hill, or make Ken Obia. Oh, guys, now I was any bomb, any go mushire, any so much on now. And you know, I'm the relation. Said you, one day, cocoa price and the air cocoa the John. Somebody will call cocoa the John. And also make Jaho about some weeks elections there. Anytime NDC is in power, no, there is peace. You know why he said that? Okay, we know. Mahama Ay3ka was on that same platform and Compressor no one kept something different. He spoke before the president, then candidates spoke. He spoke before him. So, and the Compressor no one said no, but that's not okay, Compressor and one can. And now some of our people say, oh, dodgy, oh, wow, it was sure. Oh, yes, oh, dodgy, but that's a sequel. Oh, do you dodgy? Mahama Ay3ka cannot dodge, or dodgy, but that's a sequel. All of a sudden, after the old say for them, and now Cassette Mambuzi for say, Mambuzi for. Oh, no, you didn't know that, and you benefited from this irresponsibility, this irresponsible utterances from the former candidate who has now become the president of the country. When he passed that irresponsible statement, you supported it. And not do a then Kojo Wakatia also dodge. Oh, they would you are Vibia, Uja Kusachi. When I was for the Kusvao. And I was for a promise to say, the first month of Papa, another thing I said, a Kusasi person will become the chief. And the current chief, who is the chief, sorry. Current chief, I will be on some platform YouTube. The strongest person, Maketi with your mom. After the Munya and a difficult. And this one is difficult. So we have to do what? Two focus. No, Mahama Ay3ka NDC for Mubu Hura Mubuna and Kamuji say ahemfo small boys biachi am latam Mubuna ahemfo bia amudi Hura Ashanti Hura open so baby yensa menhia and na nim ye for ahemfo small boys bia omono akonya no enso tre any class bia ewiase Say for now, I'm going to be able to do party bed panel of champion of course, Ghana. No, let us pretend. You see, yeah, cast on me, they should not pretend. Me say, I am for almost sorry, you're open so. I'm the media for more social media. Now we can send and say, I have no more, maybe a ding. Young ladies, I have no. Sir, I am for now, I'm baby, Ohano. I would do work to bar. This is before she was syndrome on you, Rabbi. Only pretended, say na, and a musical, may say, tea. You are whatever, bonnet, peace in my. But I want to put on record, it is not the position of the minority, it's my own position. Say, Mahama Ay3ka and President Mahama, only three show whom they neutral. You know,
They are for Kusasis. They should go for the president to crucify them. They should go for the crucifixion. Because yes, you better send them weekend. If you are see a Mahama, Mahama, near South Bo, a Mahama Yarga, a bomb, I said them cow. No, they need to be crucified. My disciple. I'm not talking about physical crucifixion. Yeah. I'm talking about say the one can also want to walk to ultimate someone here now I said and Mama Yaga, my my uncles and my mother is from and I'm okay to you. Why did you say it then? And one can me say Abawi Abaya omnium crocodile ya crocodile Abai omnium crocodile number one. They say something, oh one buyer, hey who may be say but no Ghanaian autobat until me say pay. Last week because I was Sempa, I said the same thing. Because I was GH1, I said the same thing. Because I was Joy, I said the same thing. Makasa I said the same thing. Me say there are 3 groups of people. Some of them are extremely hypocrite. 3 groups. Me said a bit more. Ya nyatwom was a group we mu. Yedi kai mo broker journalist. Journalist e bi no nyamnyina. Mo ye nyatwom tom pa hwi. Yan to sabe. Because mo say de mo hwe say de ne na ko. Aka sabe ka franchise. Mahama Yarga. Me leader parliament. Mahama Yarga. Ene yera omampani. Nyawo kan ya entasum at that time kofonya hoden eye party bone na person dodge na obi anka entwom makom this am me kuwafi me fi kofo de betwom makom na betwom makom ba honorable akwa bi so be no be yaje but in this way you blame the bibi the journalist be no dia you blame the bibi there so all neutral the person you tell me say nipa biensa first one journalist second one civil society organization groups now even from neutrals no hey in this country you didn't be neutral let me catch you Professor Jampo no be neutral Martin Pego no be neutral compliments am ebiasi mo he odo pare the time of old Gaman Nasser he went the Cold War no you know who was supporting Gaman Nasser was supporting America and Russia at the same time. These two boys, because he wanted to do that Suez Canal. No, America. Secret. But we do people who are abstaining and neutral or near to know. Beginning no Saturday or Nasa any security no some of the friend no line movement also would make the vivi and come also the vivi no line movement oko Russia na dem education anima we be jahanama na America na America for to yakom me say anybody who is in the middle biano you don't have life in the book of First Samuel check it share the battle of David the Philistines and the Israelites. Bible say the Philistines were on one side and the Israelites were on the other side, and there was a valley between them. Middle way, there's no way, there's a valley. It's no sank of all neutrals now. Or my who hypocrites they didn't hypocrites. Now say and they neutral and they say customer you neutral they be a hypocrite. You heard these neutrals. You overheard then the candidate John Mahama, who is the president of the country. Then your kind not here and then okay you are not saying anything. Yes, Yanka. The last group of people of women a bit more hypocrites. As of for show or maybe yes or maybe I idea and yet NDC for said and before your common coffee drum 2017 and just by weapon with you. And you say you don't need to die. NDC MPP one idea be much about NDC. And you don't be also set example my follow.
in this case we Yera Mahama, he has the biggest opportunity in history, and the history vindicating no. And I said Ghana, his name will not be written in the annals of gold in Ghana. So Omesiapa, you know why? Because he is the only president of Ghana on only one term to make history, to correct all the wrongs and to make sure that the but Omobeseno Wakoba was spirit. And I was on one term or drink consideration you. It will also be young. Now, Wajanama. Well, you Mokola, and we are doing it, you to tight near of Mamo. When you say, as if only be, it's a hypocrisy. You were not able to say anything about it. And as if I'm a tape of the Mama then talking about the Bawku crisis, Kusas is the man pussy, or come with Timo, Sansa or the political advantage into Omankari, and then as well, not the Mahama, Doja, is it all on the cat anymore, no member criminal, Omo. And then you put you every Yamia Samin, Same, even Mexico, and they have to be crucified. We should not spare them.
Thank you very much, Honorable Michael Ochebefi. Honorable said Osako to remember what you have because Bawku the major also what going to the
Unia Bisaria. Meninia Befi, ya Junipa Papa. I didn't make us. Sabi so ko pretu minti uko jira ho no ka se bia o pe bia na fe ho so so ba dia afi de mo so ye fa ko da yura mo kan de sabi mo anwene ho Bawku nsam e wo so Ghana ha edim so se ahwedi ya e ko fa so ndwie e ma ba bia aka bia na so you better try buy with this one say when I go for something nyira ba to aji bisu so ko gina ho a what's also ko cancel say mratwa mo to mboda say e ko ban say it means solve problem wia mo e bo police a e bo mam kwa mam and e say bia obi abekontokwa baby for bia abekontokwa da say ya bo mu police ba mu kwa mo ko police some nya na ma Bawku nsem ntwa ye ba sere mu se Bawku ka Ghana ho to enti ye ba sere mu se o mun kamu no kra mo bia ante ne se kusase from rantie no se o mudika na so asundwe mu a ye ba sere mu na panimfo betu ho na mo fa ni die kwanso ema wo mu na nyesa mo pese mu kodi hini wo ho no mo kunkum ho beduru mo bi mu a asa ko na Bawku di akonya no ne nipa ko ani Bawku ho no mo baso mo na fa so be na mo ya ko ha adide ti e be sire Bawku fo se di ani mani mo ya de boso mi ensa di ba bia Bawku ya ku ani mu no ye nyina pa bonta akire na he sa sumdwe he den e be Bawku na anya sa enkankanka ahemfunu mi enu no ma bu ko tra Bawku a oso asum o mu nyina mfre no ma asum bi emra Bawku anti sa o ma etimu ye o ma ba kope Bawku fo ni nyina adwane efiri suru ho no mu nyina ba from ha ye nyina hede ye ho bakire ti ye besre o mu ekun ba ya na ma na mobo ye nya ma eni na wo mobo ese mu nyina gudem obi antimi ko school untimi fa teacher ni nko untimi fo bi anko na hwehwe ho no de eto atope ye besre o mu esra sumbi e ba Bawku fo na mmom se wo su di NDC fo chi dia eni kuruma ejabatum na kakra na kanon
but about 10 minutes to 6 press care for no so press care ebetnase but honorable and can you other matters and person be come with budget the 14.75 to 4.02% ni gina echo but the dim say be able to be here no brief about the nafe multi FDA so ye would to be TV there na yes part na say to be fire to a pansu ifra na ye share a restructuring of the party near futia most of the member party for and with a year 14.75% no former yes electricity and water a year 4.02% no as a former deputy trade and industry minister remember what you take what's the watch the Okatakyie both your future ama party for also edi abame
say unim NDC for the only year maka say omo ye kokoda John for omo ne political party omo promise bibia bi omo promise nyina na omo ye otherwise omo ka kire say covid aba Ghana ha covid na bako sila ye MP for ye ji covid levy na ye je no ye nyima ban ye ji erima president Kufado edi gudi fie ende busha fudi omo ka say no ba emra on betwam ni kan no covid levy ka ho me no ka say me dey no wuti me NDC for covid levy mu twam tom gusu ho as one of fact omo to covid levy so omo pia ko si say e go 2028 enko go si koko the John party they said to us John Zapo madam for Pamira nkofo a me be kan wasem ni bi no ko madam for menia ba we dey no credit ye nto se be wo ho John Zapo Mira John Zapo eba ebitrem pinsu ensibiso ebe ka say ye before ye pese you go man no ye pese ye man kofo ekosom omo sa konfo enti any other to electricity tariff o you feel worse no dia me be ka bi say enti ye pese nkofo be so ne nkofo na wu ne ho toy hwe Ghana fo hwe di Ashanti be fo boye NDC for committee. I'm saying this on authority. Committee say baby on bet me mo match mo oni MNG aban say me mayor hobby Ashanti region. It the say Dumsor o my meeting say baby o me dum to akoso kese pa in Ashanti region. Say baby mo dum say mo dum gu and mo dum say mo dum gu a na after the person boy party enti oni pa he country region do so anko amunya enya sam ketuo and then the 40.70 ya to this so enti say ukoto prepaid dia ukoto ya opa uri shame wa 40 be account no expect ba 14.7 that I mean say eya na aswate ndene o tan ni go ma ndino say dia anka edi 10 minutes ebete so wam ndino ebe di be ba 6.4 minutes or 6 minutes na ndino weno dem person mo yam so person kum no omo bo be musu na mo be musu wi na fo mo kum ofiri ase na mo ko na ne mo ni wi ase bi me say NDC party no any party efum no that is the essence of what they want to do to us omo so they mo hihihye oba ye omapani Akufo-Addo ebeto eka bebre da ho enso obaga na nasum mo ba ye mo somaka na mo na ka na ho de bana mo o ye de mo mai mo sa de sa tariff we asaba you see electricity tariffs or water tariffs that is not the way to go me semo o me ni na ho ebi o meka advice no meka sa ye o ye pa for the be afraid ya ko up so make us be a first demon. I
think I saw that. Yeah,
no, but it's unfortunate. But my point is that make up you have to say. Saka sebebre and Indian binam kasa radio so and away I say we need era from Bob Wati. Say we need all the demons. We have to sack all the demons. One demons no man. Name no way enemy ra osakutu. Yeka we born so bo say ne buy galamsey yeah from watching any born galamsey
yeah
yes say ono your minister for environment and was say man the bag galamsey e di ko fo be to abetia because of sa adia e ko so and person ne ban ye galamsey
me am the star story that she be am the
to establish it no wo enam so a you lose vote be because government who say we yes ano they were angry and aggrieved so they voted against us send people what in CPO so aka say yenyi demons in every one demons no who are the demons I will be say one no do Zamia. Like as one demons, I want to first demon. You are the first demon. If you are calling people demons, say go for be demons. I know not first demon. Because this is not a time for such irresponsible utterances. Sir utterances when Yama party is here, party in Kabum, and then Yamyadum, mighty minority, any party, and when you're Bray Jumano, as I the hope will be any new energy, Abba party. So the base now is coming up. You won't pay. Base now, sorry, a boy in Nipania Geno, after the Bimuso, I Pagani Kuru, Miss Ramo. Asante my muna mnuka say Miss Ramo. The advice is that let us be guided by the way the words we speak. This is not the time for such utterances. What do you mean by Yansaki demons? No? Who are the demons? Politics, any elections, a game of numbers and positive numbers. Game of numbers, we need everybody's input. And who are the demons or refer to? And obia who demons will go on mobiadin. And I may be some as a panel member and as a guest or TV show. They say, who are the demons? Professor, can you hazard the guest? Yes, I can. And I'm say, what guest can you say? When he talk about demons, he talking about in one party, elusive vote. Yes, yeah. If you know about demons, demons are those people and number of so party elusive elections. And you know, yes, near in Canada, elusive election. And this is what the galamsey boy. Galamsey and elusive elections bar. No, bizarre. Could be now where galamsey. Mr. Daddy, now but to me, Mr. Daddy. Mira set Osagoto. Now Utukamze, Daddy, now but to me, Daddy. Mira, Professor. From what now to go and say, there be nothing to be. And if you are losing lessons, not Galamsey Kawa, not demons, then you are the first demon. But then it is not correct for us to be saying those things. We have to build a party unity. Now, don't be saying that. Okatakyie, you actually do demon. When you travel,
then I say, I'm best already. Your take on the year tariffs, electricity, and to advice to a year MPP for almost 80.
And that's why I'm a taste NDC 4. Atina Sarko Yashi, who can almost PRC 4. Who cannot go to PRC?
Okatakyie for almost IMF
conditionality. And nobody to food program crofone. Okoto workers pay more. What to 10%? Ye 1% ye levy. Now workers and you'll be any agent. 10% in your electricity 14.75. I'm going to work up also. I don't qua and so cry. I'm going to work up also. Your best say. Say NDC 4, say no musi your politics or memo ano. Your best say your party for say. Say see a dear, Bosumu me answer Bosumu na yehu. And I normal way na pie. And also to yes party for say. Some of you kai. Ya kai mo antie no, enyi na be kwa ho kirim. Na so Ashanti for bebu say achia na mui. China chia sabe ye mubi say yankotoaba no and then some of mu card da no e beru because e ma o mu nya no na no so kesiti sa say sorry kotoaba kamini sen kasasi sai aba ama say Dumsor Ashanti region be abefa bia Dumsor ufa me kwara so nkawe ko nyire hini ko hokra da asa kane akra ye nso kane akra adentresa basa emrate ne maba mu ye adwuma nyira ebesum muso the 24 hour ababa bo me nya adwuma na de da hono kran penti mu ho ba ya dey da se ba ko fa Dumsor aba ye be srew mu amamu ne de hye mu nsa no ye srew mu se omuma gani Ghana for ni ye mae enti sadia ebeduru mebi no ya amanya semfo kra mpo ana seso ko no bi ko kasa mpo a na ho aye bi de dia na me dwene ho no because ye baba bejira so kan sem no afi ye the power no mae ya ye bibi fufo e ba ne sa e ma amanya sem kra nya akono obi ahu se sabe ye nyina ye de edi ntro ye besre so menu omi enchisi mani ni enka no kra fan enche nipa afi me ba ye na party for so ye di nkuguo edi ye no o trase eya na so mesrem penifo se so bone de bowei ne da bowei ne da kawe mu mani nyina ankoto enko adbre party mano ene se ne ye de ye trase be kan mobom na da bia se duma se ye duma dene na 2028 esa abemu esa abemu na me diri se no ma NDC for ye die bo so me ko na epin ena na ko dwemu ena ya bomabu ena ya ese ena ya ese so the best party for no start from party mpanimfo se timi ka hu bom we ya dwumade a menim se 2028 abanu be ko amaye na so so wo fom no so so yemfa de atwam no antu yachi ye nyanya dwumade ne ye dwumade na se ye fa ntoba pamfra 2028 e de na ka kire the party manon
mate me da say honorable Seth Osei Akoto MP for Atwima Mponia Ashanti Mantamala saying that Ashanti region Bibi Ababeste Kona or Director of Crop Services our Ministry of Food and Agriculture. It is our time of planting for food and by planting for food and crops. I don't know if food jobs. I beg your pardon. Now, or Director of Crop